Good afternoon, teachers. Okay. Before po tayo siguro mag-start, no? So magandang hapon po sa ating lahat and welcome to our skills training session for today, no? So today we'll be looking at Photoshop for photo editing. Okay, so lalo na po ngayon, no, napakahalaga nito for our teachers who might be in need, no, of to produce their own images, manipulate their own images for their modules. Okay, so yung mga syempre lahat po tayo ngayon mga teachers, no, required some upskilling, no, in different areas in order to be able to perform our tasks, most especially in regards to with regards to distance learning. So that's today. That's the reason why. And marami na po nag-request ng teachers, no, for quite some time. No, a lot of teachers have been requesting to have a session on Photoshop. Okay, so and we're glad that we already have a session on this one. Okay, so we could help our teachers. Okay, gain more understanding and in a way better or gain more knowledge, no, and or for those who have already started using Photoshop, okay, maybe review your skills, etc. So we'll be taking it from a beginner's point of view, okay, so that some of our teachers here or many of our teachers who are not yet, no, accustomed or familiar with Photoshop, you'll be able to move with the demo. Okay? Kasi marami pong demonstration na gagawin ngayon ang ating speaker. Okay? So, ang goal natin teachers today is to be able to gain beginners, no, skill in using Photoshop for photo editing. Okay? And again, ang primary purpose nun is so that we can use it for developing our instructional materials, okay? Most particularly our modules. Okay? So again, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Okay. So bago po tayo mag-start teachers, no, I'd like to first of all give some reminders, okay, for our afternoon session, okay? Especially teachers, so medyo madami tayong mga bago, mga new viewers, okay? Well, nakikita ko pa rin, no, marami pa rin dito yung mga usual viewers natin. Okay? So, yes, opo, may certificate po tayo. No? That's the reason why I'm actually going to give reminders on that. Okay? Okay, so teachers, bago tayo mag-start, no, let me first ask everyone, okay, do help me out. Okay, can we clarify if the audio is working and you can actually clearly hear me? Okay, so let me know in our live chat, teachers. Okay. Also the video. Okay. Hopefully the video is not lagging or having problems. Okay. Yan. Okay, mamaya po mag-shout out po tayo, no. Sa ating mga schools, ating mga teachers. Okay. While waiting, no. Okay. Okay. So teachers, before tayo mag-start siguro, just some important reminders. Okay. Okay, so to start off, teachers yon, working naman daw po, no? Yan. Okay. So teachers, no, some reminders lang, okay, for this webinar. Okay, so evaluation link will be given at the end of the training. Okay, so after the training, teachers, you'll be receiving a evaluation link. And marami nagtatanong, teachers, no, how do we get the certificate? Okay, so the certificates will be sent to your emails via your email. Sorry, 5 to 7 days. Okay, after you have answered your evaluation. Okay, so it's the evaluation that we'll be using to determine your qualification, no, to get a certificate. Okay, and again, it's automatically sent to your emails. Okay, we will also be announcing if we are done processing your certificates via our Facebook page. So do follow us, our Facebook page, so that you are updated every time. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here, yan. Okay. So I'm showing now. So stay updated, like and follow our Facebook page, kaagapay.teachersupport. Okay. So lahat po ng mga announcements namin nandyan, lahat po ng mga upcoming events namin, lahat ng mga materials namin, our all other reminders are given or course through our Facebook page. Okay. So please do like and follow. No? And please, teachers, may I request one thing, no? If you could also give us a review, okay, for your for our page, okay. So please do so. No? So when you visit our page, please do give us a review. If you like, for example, what we're doing, the webinars we're giving, please do give us a review, or let us know din as well. No? Kung meron po kayong mga comments, mga suggestions, or anything na gustong ipaabot sa amin, please do let us know and give us a review sa page namin. No? Para lang malaman din namin, no, what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong. Okay? So again, teachers, will be given, evaluation link will be given. Okay? And then teachers, no, itong session natin for today is a recorded session. So it means you can actually view this later on. Okay? So pwede mo nyo pong ma-view yan even after our session for today. So you could review it. Kung hindi nyo po, for example, matapos, bigla pong naputol, for example, na-disconnect kayo, pwede nyo po yung balikan, okay, later on. And plus, okay, for our evaluation, okay, we always extend, no, since we know that our teachers are very busy, so sometimes ang dami nilang ginagawa or anything, something like that, ina-extend namin yung evaluation. Okay, although, kapag po nandito kayo, for example, kayo pong mga live viewers ngayon, okay, you will be given priority, no? Kasi once you've done your evaluation, of course, you will be on top of the list. Okay, so kayo po yung mga unang makaka-receive ng mga certificates. Okay? But again, in future events, no, for example, at meron kayong mga ma-miss na future events, okay? Always take note that evaluation lasts for around 3 to 4 days. Okay? Bago po namin i-close yung evaluation link. Para lang po mas madami tayong ma-accommodate at mas madami tayong matulungang mga teachers. No? Okay? So again, alam natin, medyo busy tayo and hindi lahat tayo nagkakaroon pare-paras ng oras. Okay? So please take note of that, teachers. Na. So we have our evaluation towards the end. Okay? Now, moving on, teachers. Okay, again, for today, we'll be looking at photo editing using Photoshop. Okay, so ito po yung ating pag-uusapan today at ating pagdidiskusyonan. Okay, so hopefully, we get to learn new skills and new things, okay, using Photoshop. Okay, again, teachers, no, kasi baka marami sa atin nagkakaroon ng hesitations. Okay, is this a correct training for me? Okay, since we're approaching this from a beginner's level, teachers, no, so our speaker for today, our trainer, will be helping you throughout, no, from a beginner's perspective. Okay, so wag po kayo maglala, no, kung wala pa kayo masyadong background in Photoshop, baka ito na po yung pagkakataon na ma-explore niyo yung mga Photoshop niyo. Okay, so yung po mga it's also not a requirement, no, although maganda po kung meron kayo nakabukas na Photoshop ngayon at nakikinig kayo sa another device. Okay, para po masundan nyo, no, yung flow ng demonstrations ng training for today para mas ma-apply nyo na siya kagad. Okay? It also helps you retain some of the things that's going to be discussed today. But again, as I've said, okay, kung meron po kayong mga areas na malabo, hindi na intindihan, we can always ask that later on, no, okay, to our speaker. Plus, you can always go back to it, you know, review, replay our session for today. Okay? Now, teachers, okay, let me now introduce to you, no, our speaker for today. Actually, it's a close friend, no. Also kababayan, okay, Ilocano rin po, no, taga North din po si Sir Dominic. Okay, so si Sir Dominic, Mr. Dominic Sales actually is not someone new when in giving trainings. He's actually very adept and exposed, no, in terms of giving trainings to teachers. Okay, most especially, no, when the pandemic happened. Okay, actually even before the pandemic happened, Sir Dominic, as we call him, has already been very active when it comes to giving trainings to teachers. Okay, so he's not someone like a newbie in terms of giving trainings like this. Plus teachers, no, like me, Sir Dominic Salis is also an advocate in giving opportunities to teachers. That's why he's also offering his services for free. He's been going around the country before and now doing online webinars and trainings, okay, to help out teachers for free. No? So that's also one of his, we have the same advocacy in empowering our teachers. Okay? Yes, go ahead po, Miss Joy. Miss Angel, sorry. You go. Now, so he's a Google Certified Educator Level 2. Okay, so he's also, when it comes to using Google for education tools, he's also very adept, no? Especially in its application in the classroom. Okay, He's also part of the member of the Philippine robotics team. Okay, and also a computer teacher at Saver School. Okay. Now, teachers, if you've heard as well, no, there's a application um, developed during the pandemic called CNAT app, okay, that measures temperatures of people entering in buildings or institutions, okay, and then automatically code no the data and send them to various institutions. Sir Dominic is actually one of the developers of that application. Okay, so it's also very involved no in app development. Okay, so in terms of expertise when it comes to information technology, okay, Sir Dominic is not anything short of it. Okay, so we can expect no today that we're going to learn a lot from Sir Dominic based on his experiences no, in using Photoshop in photo editing. Okay. So, teachers, before siguro tayo mag-start, no, while also waiting for our speaker for today. Okay, yan. Okay, actually, sir, the Dominic is already here. Okay, so we're just now before we start, no, as while just before tayo formally start our session for today, I'd like to do some shout outs for our teachers. Please do comment your school. Okay, if you're not using your real name in your account, do also put your name so I could give you a shout out. No, okay. Okay, let's start with of course Miss Miss Angel. Okay, already prepared with her sorry, Photoshop. Miss Angel, by the way, congratulations. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Angel recently graduated and finished her course. Okay, so congratulations on your achievement, Miss Angel. No, many of our members in our community now are actually good friends already. Okay. Sir Lau Badjo from Togo. Okay. Sir Lawrence Balumaga from PUP, Senior High School ICT. Ayan. Okay. Sir Greg Middleton, shout out. Okay. Sir James Hanapin. James Hanapin from Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Okay, good afternoon po. Miss Teresa Ganaden. Yes, hi Miss Teresa from Tayog National High School. I will remember already your school, Miss Teresa. So I will always do a shout out for you since you're always here anyway. Um, Miss Melissa Garcia from CIIT College of Arts and Technology. Matea Lawag from Pangasinan. Shout out to Miss Ana Seniza Bungabong from Tugatog Senior High School, Division of Malabon City. Sir Louis, I think Sir Louis is also a very constant attendee from La Union. Okay, hope to visit La Union very soon. Sister M. Navarro from Immaculate Heart of Mary College, Parañaque. Miss Regine Taipin from CTU, Mual Boal Campus. Yan. Miss Bacon, hi, from Alzira de Sausa College kay Teresa Rizal. Okay? So madami ulit sila Miss Macon. Pag nanonood sila Miss Macon, ano yan, naka-group. Sir Romel, hi, from Alitagtag National High School. Also a good friend now, Sir Romel. Okay? Um, Sir Danny from MCU College of Business Technology. Sir Ronel from Kawayan City National High School. Isabela. Si Sir po ay taga North po ano. Yan. Sir Almario Sanchez from Cebu Institute of Technology. Okay. And Myra de Guzman, Baguio Central School. Oh, nakakaingit sa niyo, Miss Myra. Miss Myra, sobrang lamig ba dyan? Kasi dito malamig na. So malamang mas malamig pa dyan sa Baguio ngayon, ano? And of course, we have Miss Edel Marie from Bohol Island, State University, Tagbilaran City. Kaya I miss Tagbilaran as well. Okay? Miss Jacqueline Pahutag of Batangas State University, Batangas City. We'll do the shoutout again next time, later on, okay? Once we're done. Okay? Now, I think we can now start and begin with, no, let's all, we can now welcome our our speaker, okay, for today. Yan, okay. So, naghihintay na naman si Sir Dominic. Always ready, no? Very, very professional. Actually, 4:30 pa lang nandito na si Sir Dominic, no? Waiting for all of us to start our session for today. Good afternoon, Sir Dom, no? It's been a while. It's been a while. I hope that you're doing well. Okay? So, Sir Dominic, before siguro tayo mag-start, Sir Dominic, no? Uh, let's all give our audience first some reminders. Ano po yung mga i-expect nila today? At saka ano yung mga dapat nilang bantayan for today? Go ahead.
And good afternoon, Sir Franco, and good afternoon po sa lahat ng viewers natin. Kumusta po dyan sa Pilipinas? Dito sa Cavite, malamig na. Ayan, just kidding po. So for today's session po, it's a very, gaya ng sabi ni Sir Franco, basic po yung tuturo natin up to advanced. Susubukan po nating tapusin lahat para sa ganun mas marami po tayong matutunan. So ang ina-expect po natin na matutunan for today's session ay, of course, all about Photoshop, working with layers, navigation and combining images, fixing images using levels, enhancing colors, drawing shapes, napaka-importante po nito, itong drawing shapes. Of course, kung merong images, of course, merong text, and text-to-follow line. Kung meron po kayong gustong gawin later on ng mga logo, ng mga designs, well, you can do that using Photoshop as well. And at the end of the session, we will try to combine all the things that we've learned, and then we'll produce a product design. So parang brochure po siya or simple advertisement. And if meron pa tayong time later on, we will try to enhance a certain photo. Pwede pong kahit anong photo later on, but I'm going to show you the proper way on how to get a free non-copyright photo po sa internet. Para sa ganun, safe po tayong lahat. Ayun. So, yun po yung mga expected na mangyayari for today's session. So, I hope that you download Photoshop since it's free. Meron siyang 7 days or 30 days na trial. So, pwede niyo pong i-download while hindi pa nag-start ang ating webinar. Ayan.
Napaka-exciting. Kahit ako na-excite ako. Siyempre kasi Sir Dominic, no? Hindi ako ma-Photoshop na tao. I attempted before dahil nag-photobooth ako before eh. So I was forced to learn how to use Photoshop pero at a very basic level. Na-excite ako kasi siyempre sa Kaagapay Teacher Support, we've been producing a lot of graphics, mga publication materials, and this will also help me understand. So sa mga teachers natin, let's I think we can start and get it on with this session for today. Good luck, Sir Dominic, and again, maraming salamat.
Ayan. Thank you, Sir Franco. Alright, so lahat na po ba ay may air fryer na? I'm just kidding. So I think we are good to start. First, let me just open my Photoshop. Ayan. Alright, so I'll be sharing my screen. Alright, window application. So let me just repeat lang po yung napag-usapan natin kanina. Before we start, I'll just type na lang po the link so that you can download the exercises files. Para sa ganun, habang ginagawa po natin yung webinar, ay nasusundan din po ninyo. Okay? So let me just copy-paste na lang po the link and then comment in our comment section. So I hope you download it now. Para sa ganun po ay... Sir Franco, pwede ba natin i-comment to? Sa comment section. Yeah.
Yes, Sir Dominic. Yes, I will put it and paste it on our screen.
Yes, thank you, Sir Franco. Okay, so yun po. So again, as I mentioned a while ago, this will be the exercises files, all right? And for the first part, it will be, we're going to talk about layers. Yan, napaka-importante po to. First, layers. Pangalawa po is navigation and combining images. Third, fixing image using levels. Enhance colors using vibrance. Enhance colors using hue. Make images black and white. Using gradients. Drawing shapes. Creating text. Text-to-follow line, and of course, yung last po natin is yung product design, wherein gagawa po tayo ng final output natin, combining all the things that we learned during yung initial na session natin. Okay? So I think we are good to go. I hope you open the link already para sa ganun meron po kayong copy ng file. Okay?
Sir Dominic, for a while, before tayo mag-start, one last question lang. Sir, may nagka-clarify lang. Anong Photoshop po yung ginagamit niyo ngayon para lang ma-calibrate nila yung sa kanila?
All right. So I am using Adobe Photoshop CC 2019 po, but you can or you may use other versions po. Mas maganda pa kung latest version niya like the 2021. Sobrang dami pong features ng 2021. Okay? So it doesn't matter kung ano pong Photoshop. Huwag lang po yung pinaka-oldest na Photoshop. Baka po may mga features na hindi na available doon na available sa ginagamit kong Photoshop right now. But, well, yung mga ituturo po natin sa mga basics. So, kahit po lower version, okay lang po, no problem. Okay. Mag-slow down po ako sa pagtuturo upang sa ganun mas maintindihan po ng lahat. Alright? So, bago po tayo mag-start, gusto kong makita sa comment section natin na meron na kayo nung file na sinend natin, yung link. So, siguro mag-comment na lang kayo ng #kaagapay. Ayan, para sa ganun, aware po ako na ready na po lahat. Okay? So, tinitignan ko naman po sa aking screen yung mga comment section natin. Alright? #kaagapay so that we can start. Ayan, CS3 lang po ang meron. Okay lang po ang CS3. Yes po, okay lang po. Alright, so meron na po, sir. Ayan. I hope meron na po kayong Photoshop. I'm sure naka-prepare na po kayo. So again, let me share my screen. Okay. So I'll be opening my Photoshop now. Alright. Okay, so as you can see po, this is my Photoshop and #kaagapay. So marami na pong my file. And at the same time, marami ng my Photoshop. Alright, that's good. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using Adobe Photoshop CC 2019. Okay, this is a paid version, but meron po silang free of course, Adobe Photoshop na pwede nyo i-download. So where to download Adobe Photoshop, you just go to adobe.com and then iselect nyo po yung country kung saan kayo located. After that, pwede na po ninyong i-download yung mga different Adobe na applications or softwares. Okay? So right now, this is my Adobe Photoshop. Ito yung pinaka-first environment na makikita ninyo. This is the home. And of course, you can see yung mga recently na ginawa ko or na-edit ko na files. Okay? Meron din po dito learn. Okay? Ito yung pinakamagandang part sa Adobe Photoshop wherein meron po silang sa mismong application, meron na pong tutorial. Alright? So kung meron pong hindi clear later on, hindi natin ma-discuss, pwede nyo pong balikan or pwede nyo aralin yung mga gusto ninyong matutunan gamit po yung mismo sa Adobe Photoshop na software. Wherein, nandito na po mismo yung Adobe Learn, Get to know Photoshop, change the image size, work with layers. Ayan po. So nandito po silang lahat. Nung nag-start po ako, dito rin po ako nag-aral. Right? Ang first na ginamit kong Photoshop is Photoshop CS2. Ayan. Sobrang tagal na po. And also, the Lightroom photos. Alright? So, kapag meron po kayong mga files, then, of course, lalabas po dyan. Okay? For now, babalik po ako sa home. Alright? So, pwede nyo pong isort ang mga files niyo dito para sa ganun, kung meron kayong recent lang na ginawa, pwede nyo i-open kaagad. So, last open, the size, and the kind. Ayan po. Alright? So now, we'll start with working with layers. As I mentioned a while ago, ang unahin po natin ay layers. Okay? So ano nga ba itong tinatawag na layer? Okay? So kung meron po kayo ng file, which is I will open the file. Okay? So nasa 4 webinar siya na file. Alright? 4 layers. I'll just drag the image. Okay? Let me reshare my screen para sa ganun mas makita po ninyo. Stop sharing and then share screen. I'll share my entire screen. Ayan. Okay. So, heto po siya. Desktop. Nasa desktop ko po siya. And then, for webinar. Ayan. And then layers. Alright. So first na kukunin po natin is yung image na para sa layers. Okay? I-discuss ko po yung kahalagahan ng paggamit ng layers in Photoshop. So simply, you may just create new or you may just click open and then select the file or select the image. Marami pong iba't ibang ways on how you can open a certain image using Photoshop. What I usually do is to simply select the image outside and then I simply drag and drop it in Photoshop. Okay? Automatic po na i-open ni Photoshop yung image na yon. Alright? Automatic po yun. Okay, now, so since nandito po sa aking editor window, so pwede ko na po siyang i-edit. Alright? But before we start with the editing, i-explain ko po muna sa inyo yung mga different or important parts ng Adobe Photoshop environment. Alright? As you can see kanina, upon dragging the file, automatic po siyang ino-open ng Photoshop. Alright? So, meron po kayo nakita kanina under sa view na extras. Ito po yung mga grid lines, layers. Alright? Grid lines po ang tawag dito or layers. Okay? Para sa ganun, mas for example, gumagawa kayo ng logo, so mas magiging maganda po yung output ninyo kung magkakapantay-pantay yung mga text, magkapantay-pantay yung mga icons or yung mga different components ninyo sa inyong Photoshop. Alright? So, to hide this or to view this, you simply select view and then extras. Alright? So, extras po yan. Now, kung very keen naman po kayo sa design at medyo maarte po sa design, gusto niyo talagang naka-align, balik lang po kayo sa view. Pwede niyo pong i-show yung rulers or i-show yung grid. Ayan. Alright, so ganyan lang po siya. So sa view and then extras, tanggalin ko lang po ulit yung ating grid lines. Alright, so ito po yung mismong file natin. Sa left part po, these are the tools that we can use to enhance our photo. Alright, so ito po yung mga different tools under toolbar. Okay, so kapag isa-select nyo po yung isang tool, automatic po merong magpa-pop up, alright, na small window na nakalagay yung pangalan ng tool na yon and how to use the tool. Okay, for example, this is move tool. So meron din po siyang shortcut key which is the V. Alright, so next tool natin, that is the rectangular marquee tool. Okay, you press M to activate it and then meron din po siyang kasamang tutorial on how to use it. So napaka-ganda pong gamitin ng Photoshop now. Okay? And of course, kung meron kayong makikita parang arrow down, that means to say po na kapag sinelect po natin to or click natin to, meron pa pong different tools. Okay? Sub-tools. Okay? Itong rectangular marquee tool, elliptical marquee tool, single row, and the column. Okay? So, basta meron pong arrow down, that means to say, meron pa pong sub-tool doon na pwedeng gamitin. Okay? Similar with this one. Alright? Lasso tool, polygonal, and magnetic lasso tool. Alright? So, hindi po natin papahabain yung discussion dito. Later on, kayo na pong bahalang mag-navigate yan. Okay? Nasa inyo naman po yung exercises files. Alright. Now, ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng layer? Basically, kapag sinabi po nating layer chairs, ito yung image, right, na meron pang image sa ibabaw. Parang meron pang nakapatong or meron pa sa ilalim. Okay? So, sa aking right corner, okay, ito, nakikita niyo po to sa part na to. This is my file. Okay? So, to create a new layer, ang gagawin lang po natin is to simply, okay, if you can see, I hope you can see, ito pong, let me just hide this thing. Para po sa ganun ay, wait, hide this. Para makita po ng lahat. Sorry, may patalastas po tayo ng konti. Ayan. One more. Okay, ito po. I hope you can see this. This is the create new layer. Okay? Create a new layer. Okay? So, bakit tayo gumagawa ng panibagong layer? Basically, gumagawa tayo ng panibagong layer para sa ganun, hindi matakpan po or hindi maapektuhan yung ating original file. Kung gusto natin maglagay ng text, mag-create tayo ng panibagong layer. Okay? So, first is layer. Okay? Yung background po natin is naka-lock. Okay? Nakikita niyo po yung lock. All you need to do to unlock is double-click. Alright? Pwede niyo pong palitan yung name. Layer 0, pwede niyo pong gawing original file or something like that. Okay? And then just press OK. Okay? So as you can see, layer 0 po yung lumabas na name and wala na po yung lock. That means to say we are free to edit this image na. Okay? So by the way, ang image po na to ay from bringyourownlaptop.com. It's a free image. Okay? So wala tayong copyright issue dyan. Alright? So again, double click if nakalock yung image para sa ma-unlock siya and you can change or rename it na. Okay? Kung ayaw nyo naman po na layer 0, you can just double click the layer name and then pwede nyo gawin na original file. Ayan. So pwede nyo pong i-edit yun. Okay? Double click or right click lang pwede po. And then you can just rename the name. Okay? To duplicate the layer, simply right-click, alright? And then duplicate layer. Ito po siya. Right-click and then duplicate layer. And then, of course, i-name po natin to na auto tone. Alright, auto tone. Ayan. So bakit auto tone? Kasi po, magtuturo na po ako ng basic image editing. Alright, auto tone. So auto tone kasi ang gusto natin gawin sa image na to, buhayin ng konti yung kulay. Okay? So how to do that? Select the layer. Okay? Remember, kung meron po tayong gustong i-edit certain part of our Photoshop file, make sure po na nakaselect yung layer na yon. Okay? So for example, ang gusto natin i-edit is yung auto tone. Select nyo muna siya. So nakaselect na po siya, naka-gray na po siya. And then go to image. Ito po yung editing na natin. And select auto tone. Meron din po yung shortcut key on how to do the auto tone. So select auto tone. And then you can see na medyo nagbago po yung ating image. Naging brighter po siya. Yung kanina parang milky ang dating. Parang mausok ang dating. But this time, upon pressing auto tone, naging lighter po yung ating image at mas nakita po natin yung color. And that is auto tone. Alright? Now, kung gusto niyo pong makita yung original file, meron po kayo dito makita yung parang eye. Okay, view and unhide po ito. This is the visibility of the layer. So pwede niyo pong i-click yan. And then, there you go. Makita niyo na po yung original file. Okay? Ibig sabihin po nito, hinide natin yung layer na nasa ibabaw ng original file. Alright? Hinide natin yung layer na nasa ibabaw ng original file. Alright? So, view. That's the new file, yung auto tone natin. Okay, so I hope clear po yung instruction natin dito, no? Now, let's try to duplicate again the original file. Right-click, and then duplicate layer. Alright, so this time, ang gawin po natin naman, ano pa yung pwede natin gawin, is auto contrast. Alright, auto contrast. Para lang po makita natin ang differences. Ayan, and then enter key. Yung auto contrast po natin nasa baba ng auto tone. Okay, sinadya ko pong gawin yan para sa ganun, makita po niyo, wait, nag-duplicate layer tayo pero bakit clear pa rin yung image? It is because yung auto contrast natin ay nasa pagitan ng auto tone and original file. So paano natin mai-move yung auto contrast? All you need to do po ay to simply select the layer and then i-drag po natin pataas. Ayan. So lumabo ulit yung ating image. It is because yung auto contrast natin ay galing sa original na image. Okay? So kung i-view natin and unview or hide, ito po yung auto tone natin. Select ulit natin yung auto contrast, go to image, and then click auto contrast. Okay? You can see the differences na ngayon ng tatlo. Ayan. Ito medyo gloomy pa rin po siya. Compared dito sa auto tone and compared sa original file, medyo malapit po itong auto contrast. Ayan. Alright? So now, one more duplicate. Right-click. And then duplicate layer. This time, this is auto color. And then move it. Sa taas naman po. Ayan. So this is the original file. Then go to image. And then auto color. Again, guys, cheers. And my dear viewers, meron po tayong shortcut key. Okay? So auto color. Ayan po yung auto color natin. Somewhat yung auto color natin ay medyo malapit sa color ng auto tone. Okay? So, this is how you use layers. Napaka-importante po ng layers. Kasi, once na nagkamali ka po ng editing, well, meron tayong tinatawag na Command Z or undo. So, pwede namang gamitin yun. Pero, safer pa rin po ang pag-create ng layers. Okay, so I hope clear po sa atin ang ibig sabihin ng layers. Ngayon, what if may dinagdag kang image? Ano mangyayari? So yung dinagdag mong image po, let's say it's an empty layer. Paano mag-create ng empty layer? All you need to do is to click this, create a new layer, and then automatically, as you can see po dito sa baba, meron tayong layer 1. Default po is layer 1. Pero kapag meron na kayong layer 1, ang mangyayari, if you create a new layer, automatically mag-i-increment po ng by 1. That's layer 2. But you can always rename the layer. Okay? So you just double-click the layer or right-click and then rename. Okay? So ganun lang. Sir, bakit ganun nangyari? Meron kang dalawang layers pero nakikita pa rin yung image. It is because, as you can see here po, this is a transparent layer. Empty po siya. Kaya wala po tayong, hindi po natatakpan yung auto color natin kasi empty po yung layer. Okay? It's a transparent layer. Kapag in-unhide po natin lahat ng to, the same pa rin ang mangyayari. Pero if we hide everything, ang mangyayari po, yan na po yung layer natin. Layer 1, layer 2. Okay? So totally transparent na po siya. Alright? So, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng layer. Okay. So I hope clear po tayo sa layers. Nagawa po ba ng bawat isa yung ating auto color, auto contrast, and auto tone? I hope yes. Okay, I hope yes. Now, we can proceed with the next part. So, ang next part po natin is navigation and combining images. Alright? Navigation and combining images. Now, magpo-pause po tayo ng konti para sa ganon ay mahintay po natin yung mga teachers natin na sumasabay po sa paggawa. Siguro mga 20 seconds lang po. And then I'll show you the next images that we are going to use. Okay? Ayan. So I'll be showing you now yung mga images na gagamitin natin. Okay? So this one, the navigation 01. Okay? I'm showing it right now para sa ganun ma-ready na po ninyong lahat. Okay? Ayan. This is the navigation 01. Next is the navigation 02, 03, and 04. Ito pong mga files na to, chairs, ay sinend natin kanina yung link. Alright? I hope na download po. Sa mga bago po, sa kararating lang po, please, paano ba natin may comment yung, yung link ulit? Para sa mga bagong dating po, let me see kung paano natin i-comment. Ayan, si Sir Franco, nandito na po siya ulit.
Sir Dominic, ako na po yung mag-manage. Thank
Ayan,
you.
thank you, sir. Alright, so again, ang mga files na kailangan po natin, navigation 01 up to navigation 04 na image. Okay? So, ayun yung file. Alright, so let's create a new file in our Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so paano mag-create ng file? And paano mag-save ng file? Of course, kailangan muna natin i-save tong file na to. How to do that? You simply press Command S. If you're using Mac, if you're using Windows-based, Control S. Alright? So, or pwede kayong pumunta sa File and Save As. Alright? File and Save As. And then, choose po ninyo kung saan nyo gustong i-save. For me, isa-save ko muna siya sa desktop ko. And then, layers.psd. Now, napaka-importante pong malaman to. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng .psd? Ang ibig sabihin po nito is Photoshop file po siya. Wherein, editable pa rin po siya. Kapag inopen po natin later on sa ating Photoshop, as it is, kung ano yung sinave natin, yun at yun yung ma-open natin. But, if we choose a different file format, for example, JPEG, ang mangyayari po dito, kapag inopen po natin yung file na yun, ma-open siya as an image. Okay? As an image, not as a Photoshop file. Which means to say, kapag image na po, na-rasterize na po lahat ng apat na ginawa natin dito. Yung auto-tone, auto-contrast, auto-color. Na-rasterize na po. And naging iisang file na siya. Okay? Hindi na pwede. Pwede pa rin siyang i-edit, pwede siyang i-enhance, but hindi na katulad ng nasa file natin dito ngayon. So yun po ang difference ng PSD at ng JPEG and other file format. Okay? For the meantime, maybe we can save it as a Photoshop file or PSD. Okay? So what's PSD? And then save. Alright, so meron question here. Do you want to save Alright? Hindi naman, actually, do you want to save? May mga prompt pa dito, pero ang i-hit lang naman talaga natin dyan, okay, kasi nagmamadali tayo. So just press okay, and then that's it. We are now ready to close this file. And then, balik na naman po siya sa home natin. Okay, balik na naman sa Observe. What if I want to create a new file? Then you simply press Create New. Alright? Pwede po tayo mag-create new. Okay? Kapag press natin ang Create New, merong window na mag-open. Ito yung mga, kung very particular po tayo sa settings, okay? Pwede po natin ibahin to. Alright? So, ang pwede natin gawin po dito is to change the file size, to change kung anong klase ng document ang gagawin natin. For example, we are editing a photo, we are making an illustration, we are making a file na pwede sa website, pwede sa mobile, pwede sa film and video. So, marami po kayong pwedeng i-select dito. Ayan po, available po sa Photoshop. Alright? Ayan. So, pero kung hindi kayo sure sa gusto ninyong format, okay, pwede po kayo mag-custom naman. As you can see here, may custom tayo dito. Wherein you can change yung height, or yung width, and yung height. Alright? And also, you can change the sizes here. Okay? Unit of measurement. Alright? So, pwedeng pixels, inches, centimeters, and so on and so forth. So, ang lagi ko pong pinipili ay inches lang. Alright? Inches lang. Kasi medyo, pag pixel, teka, kung 5 inches, ilang pixels yun. So, medyo mag-convert pa tayo doon. So, inches na lang para mabilisan. And of course, yung resolution, leave it, 300 lang po siya. Now, napaka-importante ang resolution. Bakit? Ito yung quality ng picture. Now, if we are editing a very large format, for example, tarpaulin. Tarpaulin po siya, no? Na ang size ay 5 feet by 10 feet. Ang resolution po dapat ay hindi 300. Dapat less than 100. Why? Kasi ang mangyayari po, maglalag ang ating computer. Hindi niya na kaya yung file size. Okay? Napaka-importante pong discuss to, no? Maglalag yung computer, hindi niya kaya yung file size. So, bawasan po natin yung resolution kasi kapag print po yung file na yon, automatic naman po i-adjust dun sa printing shop, sa printing press. Ayan. So, napaka-importante na bawasan yun. Pero if we're talking about photo, pwede pong dapat strict tayo na 300 po yung resolution. Alright? Ayan po. And then of course, yung color mode natin, David, dapat RGB lang tayo dyan. And then yung background natin, white, black, it's up to you. So always white lang ang sinuchoose ko po. Okay? And then just hit create na lang po. Okay? And then automatically, as you can see, meron na po tayong the same width and the same height. Okay? I want to hide yung mga extras natin. Ayan, para plain white lang po yung makita natin. Ayan. Alright? So very plain lang po siya. That's how you create a new file in Photoshop. Okay? Now, since I'm working with images, ang gusto ko, yung actual size ng image ang ma-follow. Not this 5 by 5 inches. Kasi, posibleng mas malaki yung file ko. So, kapag ang nangyaring ganon, i-adjust ko pa yung file ko. Like, i-adjust siya in the sense na magmamatch sa size ng aking create na file. So, it's a no-no. Ang gagawin ko po is to simply, again, drag and drop yung file na yon. Select the file. I want you to drag and drop the navigation 01 sa inyong Photoshop. And then automatic po yun na mag-create ng panibagong file. Okay? Mag-create po ng panibagong file. And let me hide the extras again. Alright, so ito po yung file natin. Simply drag and drop. Sir, is there a way na pwedeng sabay-sabay na i-drag? Yep, pwede pong sabay-sabay yun. Pwedeng sabay-sabay na i-open sa Photoshop. Will this be applicable to CS6? Yes po, applicable po yan sa CS6, Ma'am Giuliana. Yan, applicable po yan sa CS6 and other lower versions. Alright? So now, para po mas madali sa ating lahat, we can just select everything here, yung tatlo nating files. Navigation 02 up to navigation 04, and then simply drag and drop in your Photoshop. As you can see po, no, nag-create ng panibagong file. This is our navigation 01, navigation 02, 3, and 4. Ayan. So, nandyan na po lahat ng files natin. Okay? Kung gusto po ninyong sabay-sabay na i-open. Okay? So, I hope clear po tayo sa pag-open ng files. Now, since ang topic natin, ang gusto natin gawin is navigation and combining images, gagawin po natin i-combine yung tatlong images dito sa ating navigation 01. Okay? How to do that? I-close ko po muna to. There are ways on how to do that. Maraming paraan. Pero, best way is to select po natin ulit yung ating finder. Navigation 01, for example, you simply select and drag and drop inside. Ito po, mismo sa gitna. Automatic po yan na malalapat yung ating image. Ayan. So, paano ko po ginawa ulit yun? Okay? I simply select the image and then drain up po siya sa Photoshop natin. Alright? And then press enter. Okay? And as you can see po, no, nag-create siya ng panibagong layer. Navigation 02. Automatic po yun. Then we can move this by pressing V sa ating keyboard or simply make sure na naka-move tool tayo, naka-select yung layer na yon. And then you can move it. Ayan. I'm holding my, wala pala akong mouse. So, double click, left click, and then hold nyo lang po yung left click nyo while moving the image. Okay? And then again, gawin po natin sa navigation 03, drag and drop here, and then press enter, navigation 04, drag and drop here, and oops, medyo malaki yung file natin compared sa ibang images. So, i-resize po natin yan. Alright? So, meron na po tayong tatlong images sa isang image natin. Okay? Now, how can we resize this in such a way na proportional siya sa ibang images? Okay? Merong manually. Merong manual at merong mas maganda or proper way how to do that. Yung manual po, ang ginagawa is to nilalapat po natin siya dito. And then, ang ginagawa natin is nililiitan. Alright? So, pwede naman po yun. But, okay, magtuturo na po ako ng shortcut key. Okay? Ang shortcut key po para ma-select tong file na to, itong image na to, is Control-T. Right? Control-T. Ano po yung Control-T? Ibig sabihin po nun is you select the file. Okay? Nakaselect na po yung file. Remember, when we drag and drop the file, meron po itong parang naka-cross na ganyan. So, nakaselect po yung file. Okay? Control-T, so yung isa pong way is to simply, nakikita niyo po yung mga points sa dulo, yung mga squares. Hold niyo po yung left click, and then you can resize. Ayan, freely. Okay? But this is not the proper way. Pwede pong gawin to. Ayan, kung hindi ka naman masyadong strict sa proportionality ng image mo, then it's okay, no problem. Kung gusto mong ganyan, no problem. Okay, pwede mong ilapat na ganyan. Pwede po yun. Pero kung gusto mo po na mas proportional lahat, then all you need to do is to simply, again, press Control-T. Okay? Control-T po. I-move ko lang po to. And then, meron pong, matalino pong Photoshop eh. Makikita niyo po kung pantay o hindi. Okay, now, sir, paano ko makikita kung pantay? Medyo malabo na yung mata ko. Tulad ko, naka-eyeglass na ako, no? Pwede po ninyong, that's the importance of extras, rulers, grid lines. So, paano yun? Punta lang po tayo sa view. Okay? Again, kung gusto nating pantay-pantayin, punta tayo sa view. Pwede niyo po yung rulers. Select niyo po yung ruler. Meron po kayong makikita na mga parang rulers na mismo to, ruler na to. And then you can just select yung ruler na yan. And then, click mo siya, no? I'm holding my left click. And then, hilahin mo siya pababa. Alright. So, makita niyo po yung line. So, pantay na po siya. Kasi at times, pwede pong ganito siya eh. Pag hindi natin nakitang mabuti. So, importante pong meron tayong what do you call this one? Rulers or guidelines. Okay? Na dapat pantay-pantay na. So, rulers po, pwede po niyong gamitin. Halimbawa, dito sa baba, pwede po kayong humila ulit dito. Pababa. Dapat ito lang po yung hinihila natin pababa. Yung ruler. Ayan. So, as you can see, hindi nga po talaga pantay. Now, going back sa pagpantay. Again, you select the image, itong file na to, by pressing Control-T. But make sure, yung layer po natin na navigation for nakaselect. Command-T. Alright? Ito na po, gagawin na po natin. And then, the next thing you do po is to hold your Shift key. Again, select the layer, Control-T, hold your Shift key. Naka-hold yung Shift key natin. Pinantay po natin yung sa taas. And then, i-drag na po natin to. Ayan po, nakita niyo po, pantay na po siya. Proportion na po siya. Okay? Proportional na po siya. And then, press Enter. The same sizes na po silang tatlo. Well, of course, hindi the same yung spaces in between. But again, you can just, reposition them by selecting the layer. For example, itong nasa gitna, this is navigation tree. You can just use your arrow keys to reposition it. So kung gusto mong pantay-pantay, pwede naman po. Then use layer ruler again. Ito, sa part na to. And then another here. Kung gusto mo pong pantay, for example, here. Kung medyo strict ka po, ayan. Ayan. So, tignan nyo na lang po yung spaces. So, titignan nyo yung ruler natin dito sa taas. So, pwede yung zoom and unzoom. To zoom it, Control plus sa inyong keyboard. And then, minimize naman po is Control minus. Control plus, Control minus. Ayan. So, meron na po tayong tatlong shortcut key na tinuro ngayon. So, Control plus to zoom and Control minus to minimize yun. Ayan. So, kung hindi pa kayo kontento sa rulers, and then, pwede nyo pong dagdagan yung extras ninyo, show nyo lang po yung grid lines. Ayan, show grid. Ayan, so medyo mas detailed na po yung spaces na gusto ninyo, pwede na po yung grid lines. Alright? So that's how you navigate the different parts or layers in your Photoshop file and how you combine different images. Now, sir, what if gusto kong tanggalin yung isang image? Ito, ayaw ko na to. Then you can just, yung view and hide. Pwede na, or you can just delete it. How to delete it? Select the layer, press delete in your keyboard. Okay? What if nagkamali ka ng deletion? So, magic keyboard, Command Z lang po natin or Control Z. Or simply select and then drag and drop natin sa ating recycle bin. Alright? Drag and drop lang po natin. Alright? So, that's how you combine images in Photoshop. You can combine multiple images, different files. Okay? So, pwede yun. Alright? So, I hope clear po yung ating explanation sa navigation sa Photoshop, sa files, and duplicating and also combining images. Again, how to select the file? It's Control-T or Command-T. So, nandito po. So, select po natin, no? Punta lang po kayo sa mismong file ninyo and then you can select it na. Ito po. Ayan. Select nyo lang po and Control-T. Okay? Ayan. Alright. So, okay. Cool. So, I think nasundan po ng lahat. Kung nasundan po ng lahat, hintayin ko po again, magpo-post po ako ng mga 20 seconds before we proceed with actual image editing. Photo enhancing na po tayo. Fixing image using levels. Okay? Fixing image using levels. Now, tinitingnan ko po yung chat box. Siguro po, type, ano pwede natin i-type? Kaagapay ulit para hashtag kaagapay. And then we proceed with fixing image using levels na. And bago tayo mag-proceed, again, do not forget to save your file. So, file, save as, and then let's name this as navigation and combining images. Combining images. Ayan. Para sa ganun, and then desktop ulit tayo, and then save. Later on, pwede niyong balikan. Press OK. Ayan. So, I'm looking at the chat box right now. Ayan. So, meron ng nag-isang hashtag kaagapay. Dalawa na po ang nag-hashtag kaagapay. So, habang inaantay po natin yung iba, ang gagawin ko po, I'm going to show you now the next files or the next images that we will be using for the next activity, which is fixing images using levels. Alright? So, ang gagamitin po natin ay color and levels. This one. Yung ating converse. So, I hope you can see my screen clearly. Kindly open your exercises files. And then, open po natin itong converse. Again, cheers, my dear viewers. Lahat po ng images na to ay free, non-copyright po siya. Okay? Pwede pong i-download. So, hindi po tayo makakasuhan. Ayan. So, saan ko po ito kinuha? Let me share. Habang inaantay natin yung iba, you may get quality and HD images sa pexels.com or pixels.com. Dito po, free po lahat ng images dito. Cheers. Sobrang free and ang gaganda po ng mga images. Ayan. So kahit saan nyo gamitin po ang mga to, wala pong problema. Alright? Wala pong problema yan. Gamitin nyo sa module ninyo, wala pong problema. These are free. Non-copyright po sila. But, do not rename the image. Do not rename the image. Kasi yan na po yung parang tulong ninyo sa mga artists. So, halimbawa, kailangan nyo ng module, kailangan nyo ng for science. Let's say, atom. Pero kayang atom dito? Yan. So, magpapakita po yung mga atom. Ayan. Atom. Ayan. So, different pictures na related sa atom. Ayan. So, atom, I think water naman to. So, HD po lahat yung nandito and free po lahat ang nandito. Ayan. So, may mga subcategories. So, dito po ako kumukuha. Okay? So, no problem pagdating sa copyright. Okay. Now, I think we're good to go. Next na gagawin natin is fixing image using levels. All right. Now, na-save na natin to. Again, close na natin to. And then, back to the home page o home ng ating Photoshop. Drag and drop po natin yung ating image sa ating Photoshop. And there again, this is our image file. All right. So, ito yung gagamitin natin to fix, to show how to fix image using levels. Okay? Madali lang po to. All right? Now, saan po ba makikita yung levels, alright, na tinatawag? So kapag wala po sa inyong Photoshop environment or Photoshop GUI, ito po siya, no? Itong nasa right. Tinitingnan ko po kasi dito sa kabila. Ito po, adjustments. Okay? Ito po yung kailangan natin yung adjustments. Now, sir, what if I'm using the older version of Photoshop and there's no adjustments? Yan, kailangan nating mag-adjust. So, ang gagawin natin, we need to what? Restore the defaults. Punta tayo sa window. Ayan. Again, punta tayo sa window, workspace, and then default. I-click lang po natin. You can reset. Pwede kang pumili ng anong klase ng environment ang gusto mo. If you're working with photography, if you're working with painting, motion, 3D, then pwede mo silang iselect. But right now, ang gusto lang po natin yung default lang. So you may select default. Kapag wala po itong adjustment na to. Alright? Kapag wala yung adjustment. Okay, so yan. So nasaan ba yung levels? Now, tulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, if you mouse hover different icons or tools, lalabas po yung pangalan. So no need to panic. Halimbawa, ito po, select po natin, ano ba to? Brightness and contrast. And this one is the levels. Okay? So levels po to. Create a new levels adjustment sa ating Photoshop. So ang gagawin natin, isa-select po natin to. Right? Levels. Now, upon selecting po, upon pressing levels, meron nagpakita na very small prompt window sa ating right screen. Ito po siya yung properties ng ating levels. Okay, wherein we can later on adjust the levels. Ang levels lang po naman is the black and white. Yung black and white po ng image. But we can later on customize it. Okay? Now, maliban dito sa window na to, meron pang lumabas. Ito, another layer. Ayan, levels 1. Cheers, and my dear viewers, ito. This layer is non-destructible. Ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Which means to say, whatever we do with this layer, it won't affect our original photo, our original file. Why? Parang, ito po ay parang simulation lang. Kumbaga, kung anong ginagawa natin, ipinapakita niya lang. And then, once we're done, pwede nating i-finalize and save. Yun na mismo yung image. Pero, this is non-destructible. Ibig sabihin po, kahit anong gawin natin dyan sa layer na yan, hindi maapektuhan yung nasa baba. But, makikita nyo may pagbabago. Yes, may pagbabago, pero, ito yung parang nakapatong lang. Simulated lang siya. Okay? So now, levels natin, yung black and yung white. And then yung center. All we need to do is to simply move this. Makita niyo po yung magiging outcome while moving. Ayan. Naging darker po yung ating shoes. Yung red, naging reddish. Mas naging reddish daw. And then yung white, kasi we're trying to fix the color, no? That's why, kailangan, kung wala ka namang super white, then adjust mo po siya dito sa dulo. Okay? Ito kasi, pansinin niyo po, sobrang parang gloomy effect. Okay? Hindi maganda, kumbaga. So, ang gagawin natin, we're trying to fix the image by adjusting the levels. Ito yung number 1 na ginagawa natin sa image. Kapag gusto nating enhance ang image, number 1, levels dapat. I-move mo yung black, i-move mo yung white. Now, you can see the image now. Mas gumanda yung quality ng image natin. Right? Tama po ba?
Yes.
Okay,
Sir
go na.
Dom, telephone.
Yes, sir.
Pasensya na ako, sir. May ano lang, may very important comment lang dito from our chat, no? May
Yes, sir.
chance ba daw ma-zoom in natin yung buttons na pinipindot mo, sir? Kasi hindi yata nakikita ng iba, lalo ng mga naka-mobile phones yung iba yata.
Ayun nga.
Pag may possibility lang, sir. Pero kung hindi, okay lang naman siguro. Siguro,
Check ko
sir, ano
natin.
lang, pa-emphasize na lang nung button na pinipindot natin.
Sige. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you,
Ngayon,
sir.
ulitin po natin, no? Sir, I think, screenshot ko na lang siya, no? Screenshot ko siya para sa ganun, i-share ko siya, no? Screenshot ko lang po siya. Okay, so ito yung pinipindot natin na button. Ayan. Okay, here. Alright, how? Let me. Desktop. Okay, ito. Ito po siya yung pinipindot natin kanina. Okay. I hope clear na po ito ngayon, no? Okay na kaya to? Command C. Wait, sorry, my bad. Ayan, ito po yun. Ito po yung dalawang pinipindot natin kanina. Ito yung super black and super white. So, ang ginagawa natin po ay ina-adjust natin yan. Okay? Ito po, super black and super white. Okay? Ina-adjust natin to. Okay, let me just i-ano lang po natin para makita ng lahat. Ito po yung ina-adjust natin and this one. Why? Kasi ito po yung kino-correct natin, yung black and white. Ginagawa natin mas matingkad yung kulay. Kasi kung mapapansin niyo po, yung picture natin medyo gloomy. Medyo malabo. Ayaw natin na malabo. Gusto natin malinaw. So ito po yun. Binilugan ko. Ito po yung ina-adjust natin. Kailangan hanggang dito po siya. And itong white, kailangan hanggang dito siya. Why? Kasi as you can see po, yung spaces dito, ibig sabihin there's no super white and there's no super black. Anong gagawin natin? I-adjust po natin yung colors para ma-fix yung levels. Yan po yung ina-adjust natin. So I hope nakita na pong mabuti, no? Thank you, Sir Franco, no? Ayan. So balik po tayo sa Photoshop, no? I hope this is clear. Ngayon, i-adjust po natin ulit. Makikita niyo po yung pagbabago sa ating picture. Ayan. Parang naging brighter, naging mas lumabas po yung red, yung color na red. Parang PixArt din ang peg ni Pot. Yes, parang PixArt ang peg. Ayan. Yan po yung levels. But, pwede pa nating piliin kung ano yung gusto nating levels? Yes. Ito po, makikita niyo po RGB. Kung gusto natin yung red, gusto natin yung green, gusto natin yung blue, pwede pong i-adjust. Now, since wala naman tayong green, wala naman tayong blue, meron tayong blue sa likod. Parang greenish blue ang dating, no? Red, pwede niyo pong i-adjust yan. And then, you can move again. As you can see, medyo wala masyadong difference, wala masyadong nangyari. Pero pag dating sa white, nung in-adjust natin to, merong effect. But, hindi na siya maganda tignan. Kung i-zoom po natin, medyo may grain effect na yung picture. So, since yung RGB natin, red, green, blue, na-adjust na po natin, no need to manually adjust yung mga colors natin na to. But kung very ano po kayo, very gusto yung specific na color, then okay, no problem. Okay? No problem na po yun. So, okay na po tayo sa levels na natin. Alright? So, basically, ganyan lang po yung paggamit ng levels. Again, non-destructible layer, ito po. Non-destructible layer, meaning to say, hindi po naapektuhan yung ating original photo. Ayan. View and hide. Pero pag dinilit po natin to, this is mask. We call this mask. Ang mangyayari po, of course, babalik po sa ganyang malabo yung ating image. And then, Magic Keyboard, Command Z or Control Z, babalik po sa mas magandang quality ng image. Okay, I hope clear po tayo sa levels. Marami pong different types of levels. Later on, mas madidiscuss po natin yun. Okay? So now, ang gusto kong gawin natin is to save this file. I hope clear po tayo, no? File, save again. And then, name it as levels. Right? Levels.psd sa desktop. Okay. And then press OK. Alright. So, ayan, tatlo na po yung natatapos natin. Next na gagawin natin is, meron pong option dyan if you want to pay for the pro version, yung Photoshop, or trial. Yung trial po, nire-require kayo mag-sign in. Well, lahat naman po ng trial may sign in. Okay? Ayan, meron nang nag-chat ng kaagapay. Ibig sabihin, nasundan na po nila at tapos na nila yung exercises natin. Yep. So, proceed na po tayo sa next activity natin. Let me just see lang yung mga natapos na. Just type #kaagapay. Ayan. And then the next topic would be enhance colors using vibrance. Okay, vibrance naman pong pag-uusapan natin this time. So, ang file na gagamitin po natin dyan, openin nyo ang folder po ninyo. Hanapin po natin ang the same file pala to, vibrance. Okay, ito na mismo. Hindi na natin ibabaguhin yung all-star shoes na natin. Okay, yan na pong gagamitin natin. Again, sa mga bago po, i-comment po ni Sir Franco yung ating exercises files na link. Okay, i-comment po niya para sa ganun, ma-download niyo yung file na ginagamit natin now. Okay, ayun, thank you Sir Franco. Ayan, marami na nag-hashtag kaagapay. Okay. Is there a cheaper alternative to Adobe? Yes, GIMP po. GIMP. Pwedeng gamitin ng GIMP. Yeah. Marami pong pwedeng gamitin. Photoscape also? Baka naman, GIMP, Photoscape, na shout out. Just kidding. Ayan, so GIMP, Photoscape, pwede nyo pong gamitin mga yun. Okay? May mga free version and may mga pro version din po sila. Alright, so marami na tayo nag-hashtag kaagapay. Kagaya ng sabi ko, ito na po mismo yung file na gagamitin natin and we will just save it later on with a different file name para marami tayong matapos. Okay? Vibrance ang pag-uusapan natin. Again, saan yung vibrance? Again, hanapin po natin yung vibrance. Medyo, siyempre, kunyari, beginner po tayo, no? Asan ba? Curves, exposure, ito yung vibrance. Okay? So, select nyo yung vibrance. Parang yung inverse na rectangular. Again, screenshot po natin para makita ng lahat. Escape ko muna. Screenshot natin. And then, open ko lang po. Para sa ganun, para sa naka-mobile, ayan, ito po yung ating file. Ayan. So, I hope you can see it. Ito po yung ating vibrance. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. Kasi meron po naka-tablet, naka-mobile, so medyo malabo po. Pero at least kahit pa paano masundan po nila. Ito po yung vibrance natin. Inverted siya na triangle. Okay? Alright, so adjustments. Now, sa mga bago, kung wala po yung adjustment sa inyong Photoshop, punta lang po kayo sa Window, Workspace, and then reset nyo lang po yung inyong environment. Gawin nyo po yung default. Okay? Default. And then lalabas na po yan. Alright. Now, select na po natin yung vibrance. First, since the same file ang ginagamit natin, I want you to delete the levels 1, yung mask natin kanina. How to delete? Select the layer, press delete. And yan na po mismo yung ating image. That's the original file. Okay. Then, click na po natin. Ito, unlock po natin siya. Make sure to unlock ha. Yan. Tinuro po natin how to unlock. You just double click it. And then press OK. And then select vibrance. Okay. Okay. Upon selecting, meron po tayong new layer na na-create. Non-destructible layer, okay? And then, of course, another very small prompt window ang lumabas. Ito lang po yung vibrance saturation. Dadalawa lang pala, no? So, kapag ini-increase po natin yung vibrance, as you can see po, hindi masyadong halata. Pero ito po yung mas titingkad pa rin yung ating color. So, maraming ways how to edit a photo in Photoshop. So, parang choice lang po yan. Okay? Parang choice nyo po yan kung ano yung gusto yung gamitin. Is it the levels, curves, so something like that, RGB, red, yellow. Later on, mas matutunan nyo pa po yan. Okay? So vibrance po, mas titingkad po yung ating color red. Saturation, ayan. So, ito po usually, hindi ko masyadong ginagamit kasi okay na ako sa levels kasi yun na mismo yun. Ayan. So, makikita niyo po kung gusto nyo mas patingkarin pa yung red. Ayan, ina-adjust po natin yan. Ayan, so, yan po yung gamit ng vibrance. Alright? So, dalawa lang po yan. So, kapag hindi po siya naka-level, then i-level lang po nyo siya. Okay? So, kung kontento na po kayo dito, let's say for example, it's plus 20. Nag-plus 20 ka lang po sa vibrance and sa saturation, plus 20. At kung okay na po yung ganyan, well, you just press enter na lang. Hit mo na lang yung OK or yung enter key. Automatic po na kapag minumove natin, nagbabago din po yung vibrance ng image. Okay? So I hope very clear po yung explanation natin dyan. Okay? Ayan. So yan lang po yung vibrance. Now, next na gagawin natin, maliban sa vibrance, pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon yung curves. Okay? Curves naman pong pag-uusapan natin. Okay? Ito po yung curves natin, yung parang graph. Okay? Parang graph. Okay? Curves. Okay? Yung tabi ng vibrance, meron yung plus and then minus, yung in between the levels and the exposure, yung curves. Select mo po yun. Select nyo po yun. Ito po yung mas detailed na parang levels. Okay? So, marami pong option dito. RGB again. Kung gusto nyo pong mas matingkad yung red, you can, what do you call this one? Navigate na lang po dito. Itong levels na to, or itong, yeah, this is levels pa rin. Okay? Yung curves natin. Ayan. So, pwede nyo pong bago-baguhin yung color. Red, green. Kung meron po kayong green, itaas ang green or ibaba ang green. It's up to you na lang po later on. Ayan. And of course, we have the blue. Ayan. Pwede nyo pong i-navigate later on ito. Okay? Ayan. So, RGB. Usually, ang ginagamit ko lang po dito is RGB para sa ganun, sabay-sabay nang ma-edit. Lahat ng colors ma-apekto na kasi red, green, and blue na po siya. So, ganun lang po yung kadali. Okay? How do I get a free Photoshop? You can download Adobe Photoshop in adobe.com. Meron po siyang free trial. There's a free trial of Photoshop. Right? Okay. So, napakadali po nung naging topic natin. This time, ang next topic natin is using you. Alright? Using you. Okay? So, save as ko lang po to and name it as vibrance. Para sa ganun, hindi ma-overwrite yung mga ginagawa natin. Okay? And then, okay. And then, close na po natin to. The next na gagamitin po natin na image, let me show you the image. Once ready, please type #kaagapay. Ito na po yung gagamitin natin. This image, hue. Papalitan po natin yung color ng sapatos na to. Adidas, baka naman. Sir Franco, no? Meron po tayong 53.2 subscribers. Diba? Adidas, baka gusto mo palibre. Tag-isang sapatos sa lahat ng teachers. Ayan. So, papalitan po natin yung using you. Okay? So, let me see, #kaagapay if we are good to proceed with the next topic, which is enhancing this image using you. Okay. Ayan. So, ito po yung gagamitin natin na image. Okay? So, okay. Ayan. Alright. So, I think okay na po tayo mag-proceed. U02 Matthew Hamilton Unsplash. Ayan. So, hindi po natin nare-name to as, respect sa mismong may-ari ng picture. Though it's non-copyright naman, pero still, credit po sa may-ari ng picture. Ayan. Yep po. Free version or trial version is okay. Okay? So, meron na po nag-#kaagapay. Again, how to add an image in your Photoshop? Simply, select the image, drag and drop. Okay, and then, eto na po ulit tayo. Medyo bibilisan na po natin. It's 6:33 na po. Alright, now, the next thing to do is to unlock the image by simply pressing it, double-click, and then press OK. Alright, so, this time po, ang gagawin natin is, we simply change the color of this image by using hue. Diba? Meron itong partner yun, hue and saturation. So, hanapin natin yung hue. Kunyari, hindi po natin alam, no? So, beginner, ano kaya to? Vibrance. Okay, this is hue. Oh, ito yung hue and saturation. So, i-click lang po natin yung hue and saturation. Okay. Ito yung medyo magic part. Okay? Gaya ng sabi ko, we will change the color of the shoes. The shoe. Okay? So, move lang po natin to. Hue. And see the magic? Kung ayaw niyo po nung red, ayan. Tcharan! So, nagbago na po yung kulay. Amazing. So, kanina po, originally, ang color po niyan is red. And then ginalaw lang po natin yung U. Okay. So ito yung usually ginagawa ng mga designers po, no, sa Lazada. Halimbawa, hindi na kailangan picturean yung mga iba't ibang klase ng sapatos, iba't ibang color ng sapatos. Ang ginagawa, ini-edit na lang yung color. 'Di ba? So sobrang less time, less effort na po 'yun. Gagawin po nila is, okay, adjust lang natin yung hue. Ano ba yung color ng sapatos na 'yon? So maybe medyo greenish or light green. So sige, adjust natin yung hue. Para sa ganun ay maiba kaagad yung color. Ayan po, no? This is using hue lang po. If hindi pa kayo contented sa hue, well, you can adjust the saturation. Okay? Ayan. So napakadali lang po siya gamitin. Lightness po, kung gusto niyo medyo dark naman to, okay, balik po natin dito sa part na to. Kung sing lighter, ayan, darker, ayan. So, wag na po natin galawin yan. So, ang kailangan lang po natin is the hue. So, ito pong hue ay to, of course, para mabago natin color ng ating image. Ayan. I hope clear. I hope clear po to, no? So, again, meron pong master dito. What if, very specific lang, red. Red lang yung gusto kong i-adjust. No problem. So, pwede mong i-select ang red. And then, merong specific pa dito, church. Sorry. Meron pa pong iba dito na part. By the way, meron to parang droplet. Pwede niyo pong i-select. Pag sinelect niyo to, so mag-select po kayo ng color. Ayan. Kung habang sineselect ko po yung color na gusto ko, makita niyo pong nag-a-adjust itong part na itong maliit. Okay? Nag-a-adjust po ito, meaning to say, nasa-select automatic yung color na gusto nating i-adjust. Ayan. Ayan po siya. Okay? And then, pwede na po siyang i-move sa gusto ninyong color. Okay? Again, this is hue and saturation. So, master lang po always para mapalitan yung color. So, originally, ang color ng ating sapatos, if we hide this, ay red. Now, yan na po yung color niya. Using hue. Okay? Napakadali po. Using hue. And of course, meron po tayong choices dito. Meron po tayong custom, yellow boost, strong saturation, sepia. So later on, church, kayo na pong bahala mag-navigate ng lahat ng to. At least meron na po kang idea kung paano mag-change ng color ng image. Alright? So navigate this later on. Napakadali po. Okay? So I think clear na po sa atin how to change the color. Again, let me show you our final output. This is our original photo. Red now, nag-iba na po yung color niya. Oh, amazing. All right, so that is enhancing colors using hue. Okay. Again, this is non-destructible. Pwede nyo pong gumamit. Pwede kayong gumawa ng panibagong mask using hue and saturation ulit kung hindi contented dito. Pwede kayong gumawa ng multiple na hue and saturation or pagsabayin ng hue and saturation, black and white, levels, curves, vibrance sa isang Photoshop file. It's still okay. All you need to do is to, pag gusto niyo yung makita yung output niya for you, hide nyo lang po yung iba. Ganun lang po siya. Okay? So I hope clear po tayo doon. And very clear. Can change it to rainbow. Good question. Later on po, Sir John, yung pag-change ng rainbow color, that is gradient. Ayan, that is gradient. How? Sige. Siguro, ayan, so may isa pa po ng topic bago yung gradient. So mamaya ipapakita po natin para maging rainbow effect. Right? So kung clear na po tayo sa hue and saturation, we proceed with our next topic which is make images black and white. Napakadali po ng black and white. Very short lang po ito. So, hashtag kaagapay po ulit tayo sa comment section para sa ganun we can proceed. Again, we should not forget to save this file and hue and saturation. Still PSD, desktop. And save, and then OK. Now, the file that we need to use, ito po yung gagamitin natin for the next. This one. Alright, so ito po yung ating black and white image na gagawin. As you can see, very lively yung ating color, but gagawin natin siyang black and white. Napakadali pong gumawa ng black and white, pero what if very specific po tayo sa pagkaka-black and white ng image natin. Like itong yellow, gusto ko super dark yan or super white yan. Kayang-kaya po natin gawin using Photoshop. Diba? May mga app na kapag sinelect natin yung black and white, as it is, auto na siya, black and white na. Alright? So, okay, nakita ko na yung hashtag kaagapay. Drag and drop po natin ulit yung ating image. Alright? And again, hanapin po natin yung black and white sa ating adjustments. Nasaan kayong black and white? Kunyari, hindi po natin alam. Black and white, black and white, black and white, contrast, exposure, hue, saturation, color balance. Ayun ang black and white. Alright? Create a new black and white mask. Okay? So, select po natin siya. Okay, double click po natin yung ating file. Ito na po yung ating mask na black and white. Now, when you press black and white, ang mangyayari po, meron pong lumabas. Ang dami po. Reds, yellows, greens, cyans, blues, magentas, and pwede nyo pa pong baguhin yung preset niya kung ano pong gusto nyong color na mas pating ka rin. Okay? So, pwede nyo i-adjust to. While adjusting, cheers, makita nyo po, no? Kung gagaya ng sabi ko, kung gusto yung super dark, ito reds ibig sabihin po nito, lahat ng red, lahat ng sapatos, lahat ng part ng sapatos, or lahat ng image, lahat ng red sa image, magiging super dark. Or magiging super white. Ito yung kagandahan ng Photoshop. Now, kung ayaw mo naman ganun, gusto mo, the original photo, lahat ng yellow. Ito yellow. Meron tayong sunglass, and then yung sandal na to, yung shoes na to, gusto natin lahat ng yellow, super dark or super white. And then ito po yellows. You can just simply adjust the yellows. Ayan. So makikita nyo po, ano lang po yung naapektuhan? Yung naapektuhan po, yung part ng image na merong yellow in color. So, hindi maapektuhan yung iba. As you can see po, ang nag-adjust lang po dyan ay yung sunglasses and then yung shoes na merong yellow in color. Kung gusto yung super dark, no problem. Yan po yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kung very specific kayo, so pwede yun. So, ano pa po yung ibang color natin dito? Ito. Kung gusto natin to, na super white or super dark, ano kayong color? Kung hindi tayo sure, ano kayong color to kanina? So, pwede nating select to ito. Itong parang arrow, naka-point na ganyan yung kamay. Screenshot po natin para makita ng mga naka-mobile data, or naka-mobile. And then, let me show it. Okay. Ito po siya. Oh, sorry, my bad. Ito po. Ito po ang isa-select natin. Alright? Yan po. Yan po yung para mag-select ng color. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, i-press nyo po yan. Then, automatic po para merong droplet. Yung dropper. And then, isa-select nyo po yung color. Halimbawa, ito. Not sure kung anong color to. I-click nyo lang po siya. And then, you can just adjust it. Ayan, no? Nakita nyo po? Ayan. Hindi natin, reds po siya. Nasa under reds. Halimbawa naman, ito, ano kaya to? Nasa reds pa rin po siya. How about this? Nasa yellow po siya. Very specific. Napakatalino po ng Photoshop. Pen po, nasa yellows po siya. Kung gusto niyo pong dark ang yellow niyo, no problem. Kung gusto niyo pong whiter ang pink niyo, ang red niyo, no problem. You can just adjust it. That's how you use black and white adjustment. Kung gusto mong tinted, ito tint. Select mo yung tint. Pili po kayo ng color. So yung darker, no problem. Whiter, no problem. So bahala na po kayo mamayang mag-navigate po niyan. Okay? Ayan. So I hope clear po tayo sa explanation ng black and white. And if you want to very specific with the colors, so no problem po doon. Just select nyo lang po itong parang kamay natin dito para mag-pick ng color na gusto natin i-adjust. So that is for our black and white. Again, let's save our file. Name it as black and white PSD. That's okay now. And save. And then press OK. Next, yung question po natin kanina na rainbow. Yan. Rainbow using gradients. Ang next topic po natin is using gradients. Now, what I want to see is yung hashtag kaagapay natin para alam ko kung mag-proceed na tayo sa next na topic natin, which is using gradients. Alright? So, medyo mahaba po yung gradients kasi merong iba't ibang klase ng gradients. Maraming designs. Ayan. May nag-hashtag kaagapay na po. Alright? Okay. Ano po yung gagamitin nating file sa gradients? Ang gagamitin nating file, balik lang po tayo sa ating for webinar, gradients. Yung sapatos po ulit ang gagamitin natin. The gradient 01, this one. Ito po yung gagamitin nating file. Okay? Excuse me po. Ayan. So, yan po yung file na gagamitin natin. Sa mga wala pa po ng file at mga bagong dating lang po, i-comment po ni Sir Franco yung link na kung saan pwede nyo ma-download yung mga files na ginagamit natin. Okay? Ayan. So, ito po yung gagamitin nating file. Let me create a new file here. Close ko na lang po to. And then, select the file. Drag and drop. Alright. So, nandito na po ulit sa ating Photoshop. Ayan. Ayan, so marami na nag-hashtag kaagapay. Alright, thank you. Okay, cool. Now, unlock the photo or the layer. This time, balik tayo sa adjustments. Dapat lagi tayo nag-adjust. Hanapin po natin yung gradients. Alright, hanapin natin gradients. Hindi natin mahanap kunyari yung gradients. Photo mixer, black and white, color balance, posterize, threshold, selective color, and gradient map. Ito po yung gradient map natin. Sorry, my bad. Okay? Meron po akong ituturo na isa pang technique para sa gradient. Okay? Or gradients. Okay? Hindi pa natin nagagamit yung nasa baba. Okay? Ito po. Kanina, nag-create siya ng panibagong mask. Ang gagawin po natin, mag-create tayo ng panibagong mask, pero isaselect natin yung gradient. Okay? Gradients. Okay? Now, medyo kailangan kong i-move ang aking Photoshop kasi I think hindi siya nakikita. Ayan. Okay, ito po yung gagamitin natin, yung effects. Alright? Ito po yung effects na gagamitin natin. Okay? So, let me just screenshot this para sa ganun, makita po ng mga naka-mobile window. Okay. Desktop. Zoom in. Ayan. Ito po yung ating gagamitin po. Ito pong effects or FX. Yan po. I want you to select that later on. Okay? Yung arrow down, saselect po natin yan para sa ganun makita natin yung gradients. Okay? Close lang natin to. Okay, alright. So, click yung arrow down. Gradient overlay. Okay, gradient overlay. Ano nangyari po? Nag-create po siya ng effects. Okay? Na nakaselect na po yung gradient overlay natin. Ibig sabihin po ng gradient overlay, napatungan po yung ating image. Okay, napatungan yung ating image. So, ang gagawin natin, may mga settings dito na kailangan natin baguhin. Okay? Yung blend mode. Blend mode, ito po, i-navigate nyo later on to. Okay? So, for this time, ang ituturo ko po muna sa inyo is, let's try multiply. Ayan, multiply muna na ang gagamitin natin. Okay? Opacity, pwede nyo bawasan or dagdagan ng opacity. Okay? And then yung gradient po natin, as it is, yan lang po, no? So, you can just para makita po, para makita lang po muna natin kung ano yung gusto natin. Balik ko lang po sa normal. And then yung gradient po, pwede tayong mag-select dito ng multiple colors. Click nyo lang po, click to edit the gradient. And then meron pa kayong different styles dito na pwede nyo gamitin. Kung rainbow, kung two colors, pwede nyo pong gawin. Okay? So halimbawa, gamitin ko lang po to. Two colors lang. Or ito na lang po, two colors lang muna to. Okay? Foreground to transparent, black and white. But black and white, you can also change the color. Ito muna ang gagamitin po natin yung pangalawa. Sinelect po natin yung pangalawa. And as you can see po, no, sa image natin. Alright? Kapag press natin yung okay, yan na po yung effect. Pwede niyo pong baguhin yung style, radial. Yan po. Reflected. Diamond. Ayan, so meron pong iba't ibang ways. Linear. Okay. Pwede rin po yung angulo niya. Pwede nyo i-rotate kung anong degree ang gusto niyo po. Ayan. Okay, so later on, kayo na pong bahala dyan. But for the meantime, balik po tayo sa gradient. Let's change the color. Okay, ito po. Ang i-prepress lang po natin is yung color mismo. Ito po. Ito yung color. Click nyo lang po siya. And then lalabas po yung color dito. Okay? So, select the color that you want to use. Ang gusto ko po ay, ito po kunyari po ay medyo green. And then press OK. Dito sa part na to, select ulit natin. And then, ang gusto natin ay medyo blue. Press OK. As you can see po, no, transparent kasi itong part na to. Now, you can adjust the smoothness. Ito po. Later on, cheers, kayo na po bahala mag-navigate dyan. You can also adjust this. Kung mas matapang ang green or mas matapang yung maliwanag, no problem. And then you can hit OK. And then makikita nyo na po yung effect. Okay, again, i-navigate nyo po itong gradient later on. Okay? So for example, dahil yung question natin is medyo rainbow effect, pili po tayo ng medyo rainbow effect dito. I hope ito po siya. And then you can adjust later on the smoothness. And then press OK. Adjust the opacity. Ayan po siya. Na-adjust po natin yung opacity. Kung okay po kayo sa style na ganyan, no problem. Radial. For example, reflected. How about reflected? Ito po yung reflected. So, linear lang po ako and then, i-move ko lang po ito. Ito po ang gusto ko na effect. Kunyari, ito na yung effect na gusto ko. No problem na ako dyan. Then, yung opacity ko may be somewhat around 25. Ayan. So, nakita niyo yung pagbabago, no? And then, press OK na lang po if you're okay with it na. And then, yung blend mode, dissolve. Meron pong iba't ibang klase, as you can see. Please navigate na lang to later on. Okay, sa akin po ay normal lang muna. And then press OK once done. Ito na po, yung effect. Now, sir, what if gusto mong bumalik sa original photo? Then, hide mo lang po yung effects. Okay? Ayan po. Ayan. Na-hide and hide naman po siya. Okay? Hide and hide. Sir, yan na po yung gradient. Now, sir, what if gusto ko na meron akong rainbow effect na gradient specific lang sa part ng image. Let's say merong rectangular lang dito. Pwede ba yun? Yep, pwede po yun. Hide lang po natin yung effects natin. Create a new layer. Okay? Nasa top, layer 1. Rename natin ng gradient. Gradient. Alright. And then ang gagawin po natin dito, gagamit po ako ng isang tool dito sa gilid. Ito po. Paint Bucket Tool. G. Or double click or right click. Gradient tool. Ito po, gradient tool. And then, ito po yung effect natin kanina. Last na effect na ginamit natin, you can just simply drag and drop. I-drawing nyo lang po yung effect na gusto niyo. Ayan. And then, ayan po no, meron na tayong gradient na layer. And then, kung gusto niyo pong i-dissolve, gusto niyo darken, gusto niyo screen, kaya na pong bahala. You can change the opacity, play with the opacity, play with the feel. Kaya na pong bahala sa effect later on. Okay? So, I hope clear na tayo sa gradient. Napakasimple lang po ng ating topic. Now, cheers, pagsasabayin ko na to Yung last, meron po tayong drawing shape, creating text, text follow to line, and product design. Ang gagawin po natin, ipapakita ko na yung last part. Kasi magsa-7 na po siya So, ang gagawin natin, save lang po natin to. Save as, and then gradient. Alright, so gradient na po siya. And then sa desktop, and then save. Press OK. And then, close na po natin. Cheers! One last activity. Sa last activity natin, pagsasamahin na natin ang shapes, ang creating text, text to follow line, product design. Ito na yung output natin. So, ang gagamitin po natin na file or na image ay yung sapatos. Ito po, quick select 03, blah, 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 unsplash. Alright. So, if meron po kayo ng sapatos na to, okay, paki-type po hashtag kaagapay para proceed to go na tayo. Proceed to go. We can proceed na. Alright? So, hashtag kaagapay sa comment section. Ayan na po, hashtag kaagapay. Okay. So, again, add the file, drag and drop sa ating Photoshop. Let me just remove the extras. Yan. Sorry, excuse me po. Ayan, product design na po tayo. Let's combine all the things na napag-aralan natin kanina. And also, let's add text, let's add shapes, let's add text to follow. Okay? So, first thing to do, number 1, unlock. This is our last level. Parang nag-unlock lang tayo ng level. So, unlock natin yung layer. Next thing to do is we duplicate the layer. Paano nga ba ulit mag-duplicate ng layer? Right-click, and then duplicate layer. What's the easiest way to duplicate a layer? You select the layer, press Ctrl-J, or if you're using Mac, Command-J. Again, Ctrl-J to duplicate the layer. Meron siyang layer 0 copy na, and then rename. Let's say this is our shoes. Okay. Alright, so yan na po siya. Ayan, so ito yung gagamitin na natin. Now, Next na gagawin natin first ay we are going to add shapes. Add shapes po tayo. So, before adding shapes, remember to create a new layer. Okay? Create new layer. So, nasa top na yung ating layer 1. And then, ang gagawin natin is, rename natin to shapes. There are different ways on how can we add a shape. Okay? So, nag-create ako ng panibagong layer. And then, pwede tayong gumamit ng Marquee tool. Ito, rectangular Marquee tool. Okay? Rectangular Marquee tool. And the next na gagawin ko po, I'm going to simply mag-create ako dito ng line. Ayan, ito po. And then, hindi masyadong kita. Let me zoom in. Ito po, parang dotted lines po siya. Okay, dotted lines. You simply drag and drop po. I-drawing po ninyo. Okay? So, ayan po. So, kahit hindi to tayo pareha ng size, okay lang, no problem. Ayan po yung line na gusto nating ilagay. And then, let's color this Marquee tool. Punta po tayo sa Paint Bucket tool. Right-click po to. Paint Bucket tool. And then, kulayan po natin siya. Okay? So, yan po yung color na nakaselect na. Hindi ko sinalagyan. Ito po yun. How to change the color? Paint Bucket tool. And then, dito po sa part na to, select nyo lang po yan. And then, pili po kayo ng color na gusto niyo. Pero kung gusto nyo pareho po tayo ng color, the color code is, let me type. Ito po, RGB. Ito po. Ito po yung color natin. So, let me type in the comments section yung color. That is D9 2270. Color code. This is hexadecimal value. Ayan, ako po yung Roboguro. Sorry, tinype ko na. Ako po yung Roboguro. So, color code is D92270. So, para pare-pares po tayo ng output later on. Then, press OK. Ayan. So, how to get away with this Marquee tool? Balik ka lang sa Marquee tool or escape. Click mo lang po siya. And then, that's it. Kinoveran na po natin yung ating sapatos. Ano nangyari? Ang gagawin po natin is i-delete natin yung white background. Paano natin i-delete yung white background? Yung ating shoes na layer, which is yan yung nakaselect, ang gagawin po natin, itataas lang po natin muna, no? Or, yeah, itataas po muna natin yung ating shoes. Ayan. Tinaas ko lang po yung ating layer na shoes. And the next thing to do is gusto nating tanggalin yung white na background. Okay? Meron pong dalawang paraan. Maraming paraan, actually. Pwede nyo i-upload to sa removebackground.com, yung BG, remove BG. Okay? Or pwede dito sa Photoshop. Okay? Select the image, and then punta po tayo dito sa Magic Wand tool. Okay? Magic Wand tool, click po natin yung image, press delete. Tcharan! Ayan na po, na-delete na po yung background. Again, Command Z. Command Z, Magic Wand tool, click the image, yung white po hindi yung sapatos, press delete, and then there you go. Ayan na po yung ating image. And then Marquee tool, click nyo lang po yung anywhere in the image. Ayan. So, nasa likod na po yung ating shoes. Napakadali na po. Now, you can move, pwede nyo na pong i-move yung sapatos, pero meron po tayong sapatos sa likod. I-hide lang po natin yung layer natin. Layer 0, hide. Okay, ito na po yung ating sapatos. Alright, napakadali po, no? Ngayon, yung background natin, gawa ko ng panibagong layer. Kukulayan ko yung background natin ng itim. Select yung block, color it. And then, yung ating shapes, ibababa ko po yan. Move tool, dito ko po ilalagay. Yung ating sapatos, select the layer, ibababa ko rin po yan. Dito ko ilalagay. Lower, maybe. Lower pa yung shapes. Yung sapatos, lower. That's it. Ayan po. Yan po yung gusto natin gawin. Sorry. Excuse me po. Ayan. So, medyo hintayin lang po natin yung iba para sa ganun makasunod po sila. Okay. Ayan. Sige. I hope parehas na po tayo ng environment, no? So, hashtag kaagapay po tayo kapag parehas po tayo ng ginagawa na para makapag-proceed na tayo sa next. Alright? So, naglagay po ako ng shape. Nag-create ako ng shape using Marquee tool. Okay? Yes, meron pong certificate after po ng webinar. Okay. Now, ayan. Next thing to do po Again, yung background natin is black. That's layer 1. Shapes and shoes. Ayan. So, take note of the following na arrangement ng ating layers. Ito po. Okay, naka-hide po yung ating background, yung layer 0 natin, no? Ito, rename ko lang to para hindi tayo malito. Background na natin to. Background. Ayan. Ayan. Sorry. Next po tayo. How to add another shape. Mag-add po ako ng another shape, ha? So, another shape po, hanapin lang po ninyo yung shape sa ating Photoshop. So, usually, nandyan lang po yan sa toolbar, yung shapes ninyo. So, saan po ba makikita yung shapes? Ayan. So, kunyari, hindi po natin alam. So, hanapin natin, nasan ba yung shapes? Tool. Okay, ito pa lang shape. Rectangular tool, rounded, ellipse. Ayan, ito po yung shapes natin. Alright? So, ang gusto natin ay maglagay ng rounded, rectangular na tool. So, ito, isa-select nyo po to. Okay? Ayan. But make sure, kapag sinelect po ninyo yung shape na yan, make sure po na shapes din dapat to at hindi path. Ang mangyayari po kapag path lang po siya. Wala pong inner color or parang border lang po yung makikita ninyo. So, dapat shape ang i-select po ninyo. Okay? Ayan. And then, nakaselect po black. Ang gusto kong color ay pink. Itong color na to. Uniformity. Sinelect ko lang po to. Yung ating dropper. Okay? Select and then press OK. Okay? So, ang mangyayari ngayon, mag-drawing ako dito ng shape sa baba. Okay. So, ang nangyari po, nung nag-drawing ako, nag-create ng panibagong layer. Yan ang kagandahan po ng shape ng mismong tool na to. Unlike kay Marquee tool, kailangan mong gumawa ng panibagong layer. Okay? So, meron pa pong properties. Ito po, gusto ko medyo smooth yung edge. Gawin kong 20. 20, everything na 20. Ayan. And then, okay na ako dyan. And then, you can see na po, yung edge niya, medyo smooth na po. Medyo lang. Pero pag gusto niyo pong palitan, yung mismong edge niyan, pwede naman pong baguhin yung kanyang setting later on. Okay? So ngayon, kontento na po ako dyan, no? Ang gagawin ko po ay magdadagdag ako ng text dito. Adding text na po tayo. Adding text. So, new layer. Create new layer. Layer 1. Press T. Or, hanapin sa toolbar ang T. Click nyo yung T. And then you simply draw here. I-drawing nyo lang po dito. Ayan. Okay? Make sure na hindi ka pareho ng font color yung background. Nasaan yung background? Ito yung nasa likod. Nasaan yung font color? Ito po siya, oh, nasa taas. This is the font color. Gawin natin white. Okay? Gawin nyo natin white. Okay? And then yung font style, impact na nakalagay po dyan, regular, pwede nyo palitan yan, no problem. The size, pwede nyo rin pong palitan. Okay? So for now, yan na muna. And then, of course, ang pinakapaborito ng lahat, tuwing sahod, ang add to cart. Okay. So sobrang liit, lalakihan po natin, gawin natin 72. Ang add to cart, sa Shopee or sa Lazada, kayo na pong bahalang mag-add to cart. And then nilakihan ko lang po, you can resize. Add to cart, add to cart. Kung masyadong malaki po, you can resize. Gawin natin maybe 80. Ayan, and then, pwede niyo pong i-center to. Select everything. And then po ito, text align, center. Okay. And then, hit yung move tool. And then you can use your arrow keys to recenter, reposition it. Okay? Add to cart. Ayan, ang paborito ng lahat. Ayan na po. Okay. So, meron na tayong custom shape. Meron tayong text. Okay, tapusin natin yung text. Okay? Ang gagawin natin sa add to cart na yan, i-duplicate lang natin para hindi na tayo mag-create ng panibagong text. Since pareho lang yung size and pareho lang yung font style. So, Ctrl-J to duplicate. I-move ko lang po yung isang add to cart ko. And then, press T. And then, click nyo po yung add to cart. And then, resize ko lang po siya. So, ang gagawin natin, since this is shoes, gawin natin shoe store. 200 ang size, no? Gawin natin 300. Baka mas masayang 300. Ayan. Shoes. And then, lalagay ko po siya dito. Duplicate it again. How to duplicate? Shortcut key, Ctrl-J. Move natin sa baba. Ayan. Binibilisan na po natin, no? Store. And then tong white, gawin nating black. Select nyo lang po everything. And then, gawin nating black. Kung ayaw nyo ng black, okay lang po, no problem. You can just replace the color. Ayan na po. Medyo nagiging advertisement type na yung ating image. Okay? Excuse me po. And then, add another text. How to add? New layer tayo. T. I-drawing lang po natin dito sa baba. Lorem ipsum. Darashit Amet. Ang nakalagay. So, palitan po natin yung font size. That's 48. Sa Adobe Photoshop na CC 2019, meron pong default na text na Lorem ipsum. So, wag po kayo sir, ano yung tinab niyo, sir? Ang bilis naman niya. So, yan po ay default. So, mag-type lang po ng kahit ano dyan, okay lang. And then, font color, white. And then, that's it. Ayan na po yung ating text. Okay, na overlap. We can just move this. Move natin ng konti dito. Ngayon, kung hindi kayo contented dito, palitan natin yung font style or font size. So, kunyari, the font is 35 na lang. And then, move lang natin to para mag-follow siya. Then, change natin to 40 or even 45. I think okay pa ng 45. That's it. Ayan. So, meron na tayong medyo nabubuhay na po yung ating design. Okay? Ayan na po. Medyo nabubuhay na po. Okay? Finally, dahil it's salary day, sahod day, Control J natin to, it's 50% off. Lagay po natin dito. Okay, palitan natin to ng 50%. Kaya po natin yung font. Maybe this is 400. Okay, impromptu editing. And then Command J. Dinuplicate ko lang po. Siyempre, pag advertisement, kailangan nakakaupansin, no? 50%. Control J ulit. Another 50%? No. 50% off. Ayan. And let's move this dito. Lakihan natin yung off. Maybe this is 450. Pag hindi na kasya, i-resize lang po natin yung ating box para kumasya po lahat. Ayan na po siya. And then recenter. Kung masaya na po kayo dyan sa size, it's okay. Leave it na lang na 450. Now, medyo may kulang sa part na to. Lahat nandito. So maglalagay na tayo dito ng text to follow. Okay? Following a path. Okay? Text to follow line. Okay? So maglalagay tayo ng bilog dito. Create a new layer. New layer. Hanapin natin yung gusto nating style. So ang gusto ko is ipa-follow niyo yung round. Okay? So rounded rectangular tool, ellipse tool. Ito. Select natin yung, ito, dahan-dahan na dapat ako dito. Okay? Hintayin natin yung iba. Para. Okay. Sir Franco, baka may shout out ka dyan para makapagpahinga muna, relax muna. Hingang malalim muna ang teachers natin. Kasi itong last part na po ito, itong text to follow line. Ayan, balik tayo dito. Baka may shout out si Sir Franco.
Dami na, no? Maraming salamat, Sir Sir Dom, no, for so far sa mga input. Sobrang naka-overwhelm ng content, no, lalo for beginners like me. Pero again, teachers, no, sa mga hindi po nakasabay, sa mga nakasabay po sobrang very good. Sa mga hindi po nakasabay, don't worry, no, pwede itong i-replay. So pwede niyo pong paulit-ulitin itong session ni Sir Dom later on. Okay? Yan. Sir John Kenneth Pisalbon. Okay. Shout out po sa inyo. Maraming salamat po. Sir Dom, may question dito from Miss Angel. Bakit po kaya nag-upgrade every year si Adobe Photoshop? Parehas naman po yung features sa bawat upgrade. Usually, ano ba ako, Sir Dom, no? Usually, hindi naman yan sa features lang. Sometimes pati sa bugs. Yung may mga pinapalitan sila to make it work better. Okay.
Correct. Well, actually, may mga additional, yung Photoshop 2021 po, nakakatakot po yung features nun. As in, nakakatakot. Yung tipong kaya mong, pag inedit mo yung mukha mo, pwede mong i-move yung mata mo. Halimbawa, diretso ka nakatingin, pag click mo yung feature na neural feature, pwede mong i-move yung mata mo without the help of any application na like, bilugan mo siya and then i-crop mo na para i-move. No. Neural application, AI na po siya, i-move mo lang siya to the left, look to the right, look at the bottom, look at the top, automatic po mag-move yung mata. Napakahusay. Halimbawa, nakasimangot ka sa picture mo, i-click mo lang po yung smile. Automatic, ngingiti ka po sa picture mo sa Photoshop 2021. Please download Photoshop 2021. At
Parang
itry
masarap
mo.
oo, parang masarap i-download to, sir, 'no? So, shoutout lang tayo kay, Miss Joanne from Cebu Technological University and Miss Sherry May Ramos from CTU, Moalboal, campus. And also Miss, Eileen, na also from CTU, Moalboal campus.
Okay.
Sir
Ayun.
sir last, Sir Ivan Jasper Mendoza from Tarlac State University.
Ayun. So meron tayong nakita dito from Xavier School, sir, no? Si Miss Angela Ligombres, shout out po sa'yo. Nanonood po. Ayan. So this time, cheers, ang gagawin na po natin is text to follow line. And how to do that? Ito, dahan-dahan ko po itong sasabihin. I want you to select yung shape tool natin. Right-click. Make sure na ang iselect po natin is yung ellipse tool. Ellipse tool. Sinelect ko na po siya. And punta po tayo sa taas. Ito po yung sinabi ko kanina. Shape and path. Kailangan po ay path ang nakalagay dyan. Ulitin natin. Select po natin yung shape, ellipse tool. Sa taas po merong shape, path, and pixels. Dapat ang nakaselect po yung path. Ayan. Okay? Clear po tayo dyan, ha? Ellipse and then path, dapat yan. Okay? And then, i-drawing na po natin dito. Ayan. I-drawing na po natin, cheers. Nakita niyo po, wala po siyang inner color. Path lang po talaga siya. Okay? Path lang po siya talaga. Kasi, ang nakalagay dito, path lang. Okay, ang gagawin natin, magta-type tayo ng text. Susundan niyo yung path natin, pabilog. So, sa mga gumagawa ng logo, ito yung para sa inyo, no? So, ngayon, how to type text dito, i-press po natin yung letter T, and then, i-move po natin yung ating letter, yung cursor natin. Make sure na hindi ay ang lalabas, kundi, ito po. Paano ko ba? Wait, let me just, hintayin lang natin sa, kasi medyo may delay kasi. Ayan, I yung lalabas kasi. Ito I. Huwag muna kayo mag-type kung letter I. Pero kapag minove nyo sa point, yung parang square, merong may I, then slanting. Ibig sabihin po niyan, text to follow path na yan or text to follow line na yan. Okay? I-zoom ko lang ulit. Ito. Text to follow line na po ito. Ito po dapat ang i-select. Now, be careful kapag ang sinelect po ninyo ay nasa taas, diyan po magsisimula yung text. Pero pag dito po ang start ng text natin. Yan po yun. Now, letter T, nakaselect ang letter T. Select na po natin to. Nakita nyo po merong some dollars Amet. Dummy text yan. I-edit lang natin. Ang ilalagay po natin dito is hello world. But hello world. We're talking about shoes pala, no? So, sabihin natin this is Dominic Alice. Medyo bida ko sarili ko. Shoes store. Ayan. Okay, and then of course, meron tayong EST 2021. Okay. Ayan. And then of course, tagalin natin para mas masaya. Resize natin yung text natin para pabilog talaga siya. Maybe 72. Ayan. So kulang pa. Kulang pa, no? Gawin nating mga maybe 80. Okay, so meron pang space. Maybe 85. Hula-hula si Sir Dom. Maybe 90. Ayan. So kung okay na po kayo sa style na ganyan, then, okay, sige, no problem. And then, ayan na po siya. Nagpabilog na po siya. Finalo niya po yung path. Okay? Finalo niya yung path. Sir, what if gusto ko yung EST 2021 nasa baba? Hindi kasi naka-align. Pwede ko pa bang i-edit yan? Yes na yes. Pwedeng i-edit yan. Ang gagawin lang po natin, balik lang po tayo sa T. Select po natin yung T. Nakikita niyo po dito? Ito po siya. Kailangan po nakaselect yan, no? Nakaselect po ito. Okay? Kailangan nakaselect po yan. Alright? Balik po tayo, ha? T. Or, sir, what if nagkamali ako, sir? Hindi pala yan ang gusto kong i-type. Pwede naman po ninyong i-edit yan. Again, letter T po para i-select everything. Ayan. For example, ang gusto niyong i-type ay Carlo Shoe Store. Ayan. spaces, DSP 2021. O kunyari, ganyan po. And then, resize na lang po natin. 120. No, too much. 110 na lang. Okay. So, kunyari, ito po, no? Gusto mo siyang i-move ng konti. No problem po doon. But, make sure lang po, itong part na to. Ito po yung mga very crucial part. Kailangan, ito po, ayan. Ito lang po. Ito pong part na to, yung nandito kanina, balik po tayo sa T, ito po, ito dapat yung sineselect kapag minumove po siya. Kasi ang mangyayari po, kapag hindi po ito yung nakaselect, magiging, ito, kunyari, iselect ko lang po ito, no? Ito po. Pag sinelect mo yan, nag-control T po ako, ang mangyayari sa path ko, kita nyo po, yung path ang namumove. Yung path ang namumove. At hindi yung mismong, tawag doon yung text, hindi siya namumove. So, all you need to do is to make sure, okay, to make sure na nakaselect yung T, and then i-click nyo rin po yung mga text. Okay? I-click nyo rin po yung mga text. Okay? So, hanapin po natin, saan ba yung gusto nating i-move? Saan ba yung gusto nating i-move? Okay? So, hanapin nyo lang po yung mismong starting point. Okay? So, pwedeng manually, pwedeng, tawag doon, ito po yung medyo tricky na part. Okay, text. Text to move. Ayan na naman. Okay. Oh, wait lang po. Nag-ano po yung aking mouse. Medyo tricky. Alright. Oh, wait lang po, cheers. At ang aking mouse ay ayaw maki-cooperate. Ang aking, tawag doon, mousepad. Not mousepad. Ano ba tawag dito? Ayaw gumana ng aking, ayan po, ayan na, okay na po. So, left click, hold your left click. Hold nyo po yung left click ninyo and then you can move. Ayan po siya. So, as you can see po, pwede nyo na pong, ayan, sa loob. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina medyo tricky. Kapag minove nyo po sa paloob, sa loob po yung text, pag palabas, sa labas po yan. So, pwede na po siyang i-move. So, ang ginagawa ko po is naka-hold po yung aking command key or sa Windows it's control and then namumove ko na po siya ng ganito. Ayan. Kapag naka-mouse po kayo, mas mabilis po siyang gawin. Pero kapag naka-laptop po kayo na walang mouse, medyo mahirap kagaya nung nangyari sa akin yan. Medyo tricky po siya. Ayan. So, pwede niyo po siyang i-move. Ayan. Nang pabilog. Ayan. Ayan, paikot. Ayan. So, pwede na po siyang i-move. Ayan. So, I hope nasundan niyo po siya, no? Ayan. So, this is text to follow path or follow line. Okay? So, meron pa po yung isa. Kunyari, okay na po kayo dyan. Okay? So, pwede nyong i-move na po ito anywhere. Okay, kunyari, dito po natin ilagay. And then, gusto natin path talaga siya. Alright? So, ang gagawin po natin, create tayo ng panibagong layer. And then, select po natin ito. Okay? Free form lang po tayo na pen tool. Free form pen tool. Select po natin yung free form na pen tool. And the next thing to do, make sure na nakapath po ito. And then, ito po. Importante ito. Itong settings na nasa baba. Itong settings na ito. Curved fit. Ibig sabihin po nito, kapag naka-zero to, susundan niya yung mouse movement. Halimbawa, ito. Sorry, my bad. As it is. Ayan po. Sinundan niya lang yung movement ng mouse ko. Pero, kapag in-increase po natin to, let's say 20 or 10 lang yung max niya. Sorry, my bad. Okay. At dinowing ko po to, makikita niyo po yung difference. Ayan, ilan po yung points? Ayan lang po siya. Yan lang po. Okay? Again, para medyo maganda naman yung dating, ipa-round natin ng konti. Ayan po. So, kung gusto natin yung shape na yan, yan din po yung susundan ng text. Okay? So, letter T. Ayan. Again, ito po. I-click nyo lang po yung point na yan. And then, let's say Dominic Challenge. Pinundan nyo po yung path. So, that's how you do text to follow line. Okay? Ayan na po siya. Okay? So, pwede nang i-move kung saan nyo gusto. Alright? So, that's how you do a text to follow line. Delete po natin yan. Hindi natin kailangan. Mag-add ako ng new layer. Maglalagay po ako dito. Carlo Shoe Store. So, maglalagay ako ng panibagong text dito. And it should be C na malaki. Font style. Maghanap po tayo ng kakaibang font style. Maybe this one. And then solid. No. Increase natin yung font. Maybe this is 400. Okay. Ilalagay lang natin sa center. 450 maybe. And my battery low na po tayo. I-move ko lang sa center. Yan ang ating logo. Sorry, excuse me lang po. No bad. Okay, there. So, yan na po yung logo natin. Meron na tayong simpleng logo lang na nasa taas. So, yan yung ating final output. Again, kung hindi po kayo contented sa text-to-follow path or text-to-follow line, kung ayaw nyo ng per round, gusto nyo pa oblong or gusto nyo customized na line, kayo na pong magbahalang mag-customize doon later on. Okay? So, ito na po yung ating final output, final advertisement product natin. Ngayon, kung gusto niyo pong magdagdag sa likod, ayaw niyo ng black, pwede pong palitan yung black. Gusto niyo ng gradient tool, pwede pong gradient, paint bucket tool, punta kayo sa gradient tool, and then, select yung background niyo or create a new layer, and then, drag. Ayan, kung saan po kayo masaya ng color. Kung gusto niyo ng ganitong style, no problem. Ayan, so kung mas okay sa inyo yung ganyan, well, kayo na pong bahala doon. Alright? So, ito na po yung ating final output. Gradient color. Alright. So, hindi po perfect yung ating na-create. Siyempre, of course, kung pihikan po kayo sa design, kayo na pong bahalang mag-customize later on ng ating product. Okay. Nag-create ako ng panibagong layer kanina. Okay. Now, meron po bang nakagawa? Tignan natin sa ating chat box. Ay, comment section. Okay. Type
Dominic,
hashtag. Yes, sir.
naghihintay tayo. Mukhang naghihintay tayo naman. May isang question lang, sir. Doon sa isang
Yes, sir.
ginawa mo kanina, yung text to pat na, may tanong lang na, what if yung gusto niya, for example, yung Carlos Shoe Store, yung nasa labas, tapos yung 2021 nasa loob. Pag ganun, mag-create siya ng separate na, hindi niya pwedeng
Correct.
pagsamahin.
Tama po yun. Tama po. Meron pa po akong nakalimutan. Ito importante. Kung hindi naman masyadong madami, hindi naman pabilog, pwede kayo, nag-create po ako ng panibagong layer. Lagay ko lang po sa pinakataas. At yung layer 2 ko. And then mag-create ako ng T. Let's say, ito ay, sige, store ang nakalagay. Palitan na lang po natin yung font kung gusto niyo impact. Ang hilig ko sa impact. Kasi malakas ang impact ni Sir Franco sa ating lahat. So, impact dapat yan, 300. Ayan, so ito, kunyari po itong store. Okay? Dagdagan natin para makita yung effect. Shoe store. Ayan. And then, ang gusto po natin meron ng, ayaw nating maggawa ng path na. So, ang gawin natin, select lang po natin to. And then, sa top po may makita kayo ito. Nakita yung letter D, create a wrap text. Select niyo po yan. And then, ito na po. Ito na po yung magic. Non-arc. Ayan po. Kita niyo po yung arc. Nag-arc na po yung ating shoe store. So, pwede po kayong pumili ng different styles dito. Kagaya ng question kayo na sa loob, ito po. Ito na po yung solution doon. Possible solution. Pero maraming iba't ibang solution. Inflate. Ayan. Fish. And then, of course, yung fish nyo, pwede nyo i-blend kung anong gusto nyo blend. Yung kanina, kung gusto nyo sa loob, yung arc, so pwede nyo pong bawasan yung blend, taas, horizontal, vertical. Ayan. So, kayo na pong bahala later. Kunyari, kung ganito po yung gusto nyo kanina, then, okay lang, ilagay nyo yan sa, eto. So, i-resize nyo na lang po ito siguro, gawin maybe 150, pero, ayun nga po, with 150 natin, ang nangyari, naging shorter na, of course, tapos yung original na size natin kanina, ganun kalaki. So, may effect din po. So, bago nyo gawin ganun, kailangan naka-final na po yung inyong text size. Okay? So, ganun lang po siya. And then, you can just put this dito po sa ilalim. Sorry. Select natin yung shoe store na text. Ayan. So, ganun lang po siya. So, maraming ways. Ito pong ESC 2021, kung nasa loob, create a new path. Pwede na pong custom path na to. Ito po yung kanina natin, yung free form. Pwede pong custom path. Ito po, ganyan. And then text. Click po natin dito. Make sure po na yung eye natin. Yan po. Okay, yan. And then let's say EST. Tanggalin lang natin EST 2021. Kunyari, ito po, no? Okay. Sorry. Ito. Kunyari, ito. So, nag-create lang ako ng panibagong path. Ayan. Pwede mo nang i-move to. Okay? Pero since gusto niyo nang pabaliktad, of course, kailangan, ang gagawin po natin dyan, make sure lang po na nakabaliktad din po ito. Ito na naman yung medyo tricky part tulad ng sabi ko po kanina. Okay, ayan. Text T. Command and ayan, medyo tricky part ng walang mouse. Sorry. Ayan, so kagaya ng sinabi ko po kanina, kailangan pong i-select niyo yun and then hold niyo yung command or control key sa inyong keyboard and then left click and then i-drag niyo pababa po siya. Okay? Para bumaba po yung EST. Okay? So, ayan po siya. Unhide po natin and then delete. So, ito po yung ating final output. Hindi po siya perfect pero at least meron po tayong product. Ngayon, kung hindi po kayo contented dito sa part na to, you can just ganda. Para maging proportional siya tignan. Maybe 500 or 600. What's your max? Okay. All right. So, ito. And then, ayan. That's our final output choice. Ayan. So, I hope marami po tayong natutunan for today's session. Nag-extend na tayo ng sobra, pero natapos po natin lahat ng dapat nating i-discuss. Ayan.
Okay lang, Sir Dom. Okay na okay. Kasi I think na-appreciate naman ng teachers natin yung input. And although, yun nga, no, although teachers, we apologize, no, kasi sobrang dami kasing pwedeng i-share ni Sir Dominic. And I think the tool itself, no, can't be contained in one session. Okay, so itong ginawa ni Sir Dominic is really an attempt to just give you a glimpse, no, what's possible and what can be done using Photoshop. Nakita naman natin na nakita pala natin isang session lang, nakita natin yung mga graphics na ginawa ni Sir Dom. So pwede nang gamitin actually sa advertisement yung final output ni Sir. Sana po may mga nakasunod, no? Let us know sa chat box natin kung may mga nakasunod po sa nakagawa po, no? At i-post po natin sa group natin yan, sa Facebook, Kaagapay Facebook group natin. Pag malaki natin yung mga final output natin sa session na to. Okay? So Sir Dom, ito lang siguro, no, baka po merong mga questions yung mga audience natin. I think we can still have like around 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If meron pong may questions, clarifications, okay? If ever, Sir Dominic, saan ka ba nila pwedeng ma-reach out? Baka pwede silang magtanong sa'yo beyond the session, okay? Kung open naman po, no?
Yes po.
Yan.
So you can add me in Facebook po. Ang Facebook ko ay Dominic Cabarles Sales. At ang aking YouTube channel, ako po yung nag-comment kanina. This is Dominic Cabarles Sales. Ayan po, ako po yung Robo Guro. Meron din po akong maliit na YouTube channel. Pwede niyo po akong i-add sa Facebook account ko, which is Dominic Cabarles Sales. And ang pinakamaganda po na para ma-reach out niyo po ako ay through Sir Franco kasi sobrang, kung meron po kayong katanungan, idaan niyo po sa Kaagapay Tech Support. Doon po, marami pong mga teachers na very familiar sa Photoshop. Matutulungan rin po nila kayo sa inyong mga questions. Ngayon, kung meron pa po kayong mga questions, pwede po nating entertain. Ayan.
Okay. Sir, teachers, no, click natin yung account ni Sir, yung Rubuguro. That's a YouTube channel. Ang dami nyo rin po makukuha dyan, lalo na sa mga nag-aspire na gumawa ng mga 3D designs. Okay, may mga videos na si Sir Dom dyan on creating 3D designs, no, sa mga nag-aspire po sa atin to further enhance their graphic designing skills. Okay, so please do subscribe to Sir Dominic. Okay. Sir Dominic, mukhang walang question na, puro pasasalamat. Okay, maraming salamat po. Napakagaling niyo po. Yan, thank you po ulit sa learning. Yan, dahil po, puro pasasalamat, no, from our Kaagapay. Ano. So, Sir Dom, yun. So, maraming salamat for gracing once again. Sana po hindi kayo magsawa, no? Although parang walang choice si Sir Dom, no? Kasi co-teacher ko siya. Hindi ko siya kalagi dito.
Sir,
yes
siguro,
po, Sir Dom.
Kung gusto mo pa akong mag-talk ulit dito, gusto kong mag-talk sana ng animation, Adobe Animate or After Effects. Yan.
Teachers 'no, react tayo diyan sa napakagandang
Kung
suggestion
gusto
na
niyo
yan ni
po ng Adobe Animate or animation using any application or software, type niyo lang po hashtag Sir Franco lang malakas. Yan. Sir Franco lang malakas. Kung gusto niyo po ng animation,
Sir
hashtag Sir
Dominic.
Franco lang malakas.
Gagawin natin 'yan 'no. I think, marami rin tayong mga teachers 'no na magbe-benefit niyan. Lalo na yung mga gumagawa ng mga lessons nila online, mga video lessons, they can actually, do that 'no or make use of that. So we'll schedule that teachers 'no. Sinasabi ko sa inyo teachers, parang si Sir Dominic ay isang balon na hindi nauubusan ng mga puwedeng i-share.
Nako,
Napaka-skilled po nitong taong ito 'no. Isa po ako sa mga tagahanga at talagang, taga-subaybay din ni Sir Dom. Si Sir Dom po ang nagsimula ng ano 'no, nitong advocacy na 'to. Sinundan ko lang po siya. Yes, so pasalamat malaki po ang pasasalamat natin kay Sir Dom. So Sir Dom, so wag po kayong magsawa ano, Sir Dom na tulungan kami, na ma-upskill pa namin ang aming mga sarili. So tama po next time. Yan na, may mga nag-comment na. Si Sir
ayan
Franco
na.
lang. Wala tayong choice. Itutuloy na natin 'tong, animation na 'to. Next week na kaagad para hindi tayo masyadong maano,
Grabe. Grabe nakakata.
sige na. Sir Dominic, medyo puno ng ano natin, January natin. So, we'll schedule that somewhere in February. Okay, so, loaded na po tayo hanggang sa dulo ng January. Kasi bumabawi tayo sa ating mga kaagapay, no? Kasi 2 months tayong nawala. So,
Yes po.
babawi po tayo ng mga webinars at mga events for them. Okay? So, maraming salamat ulit, Sir Dom. Magpapaalam na po kami sa inyo. At we'll hope to see you again here in our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Okay? So, teachers, let's all give a warm round of applause to Sir Dom for once again sharing his expertise to all of us. Okay? So, maraming salamat po ulit, Sir Dom. Okay. So
Thank you,
we'll be
sir.
goodbye now, Sir Tom, and hopefully we'll see him again in our next events in February for animation. Hindi na ako sir
Yun.
nagsasabi ng ano no, ng sigurado na po tayo meron tayong session on animation. Okay? So thank you sir again, Sir Dom, and we'll see you around and next time.
Maraming salamat Sir Franco and cheers lahat po ng viewers na sumusuporta kay Sir Franco or sa mismong page na to or sa mismong YouTube channel na to. Maraming salamat po. Marami po tayong natutulungan. Sa pag-support niya pa lang po, hindi po kayo magsasawa na tulungan din po kayo in return. Maraming salamat po at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Bye-bye po.
Bye Sir Dom, maraming salamat po ulit. Yun, so teachers, no, reminders lang bago ako magbigay ng evaluation link nyo for your certificates. Okay, so again, evaluation link will be given after this announcement. After answering the evaluation, your certificates will be sent to you via email in 5 to 7 days. Okay, so abangan lang po natin sa ating mga emails yan. Wala po kayong Google Drive or website sa kailangan puntahan. Hintayin nyo lang po sa mga emails nyo once you have done your evaluation. Okay, so teachers, here's your evaluation now. Okay, so please do let me know if it works, teachers. So teachers, please do your evaluation. Again, the evaluation link is open until Sunday, 8 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. Okay, so that will be the last day of our evaluation. Okay? And again, don't forget teachers, meron po tayong upcoming webinar on Saturday on No Learners Left Behind, the use of gradual release of responsibility. No? So yung GRR approach, sa remote learning, sobrang it's one of the popular approaches in remote learning teachers. We're going to learn a lot in developing modules that allow our students, okay, to develop a sense of independence, okay, by gradually releasing responsibility to them and allowing them to perform tasks on their own. Okay, so yan, walang na-send. So po, yung pong channel ni Sir ay Robo Guro. Pahanap na lang po no sa YouTube. Robo Guro. Yan. Ito po. Yan. Check na lang po natin yung channel ni Sir Dominic. Sir, virtual math teacher, yung background removal po, ano po yan, teacher? Punta ka lang sa remove.bg. That's a website. Okay. Ito po yung evaluation link. It's being shown now on your screen. You may now check. Please do let me know if it works, teachers, before I leave the stream.